Yo ho ho, AFC East Roundtable. Richie, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I do remember you sent me a rough draft of our intro, and I was really hoping that shit was going to fly tonight, brother.
Rough draft, Dan. Rough draft. We can't reveal the rough draft. We got to wait for it to be finalized, man.
Yeah.
It is fire, though. It is pretty fire. I'm excited
Listen,
for them to see it.
Listen, the days of the skinny football intro are numbered.
What do you mean, this one? We'll leave it at that.
Yes, most definitely. The skinny football intro.
Hey, I will say though, we have lasted. What are we in year 4? We have 11,000 subscribers, and we've been using the basic intro since we started. So, like, what do you know? What do you know? It works. Why not? Why not keep it?
I mean, it just took like 4 years, and like one of us finally just pulling the trigger, which was a beautiful thing. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, we really didn't get to celebrate this enough during our Monday show, but we actually surpassed 11,000 subscribers on the Monday show. Which is super, super exciting, and we're just going to continue to build. We just finished up our second episode of the NFC North Roundtable. TD, I thought you did a wonderful job hosting. Per usual. That's exciting. Exciting things going around for Roundtable Sports, ladies and gentlemen. But hell, we have a hell of a show for you today. That is for damn sure. We have a Jets-Chargers game to discuss. I know Richie probably still has a bad taste in his mouth from the events that occurred on Monday Night Football. And then, of course, we're going to be previewing not only the Jets' next matchup, but also the Patriots matchup in Germany. All right. And fun facts, Bill Belichick might be out of a job if he doesn't come back with a W. You see Tyson absolutely grinning, doing his thing. And
gosh. He's sitting there looking all sad and just tired, and you hear Belichick fired, he wakes up.
That was what cheered him up, which was hysterical. And then as far as the Buffalo Bills, guys, we are playing on Monday night. So the preview is going to be on our Monday show. The Bills topic this evening is going to be what the hell is wrong with the Buffalo Bills offense, and why is it our inept coaching? But anyway, great show. Let's go around the table. TD, how's life entering the bye week, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just worried about Tyson. He looked heartbroken, like Caleb Williams didn't answer his text message or something. You know, I'm just trying to figure out if he all right, man.
I'm doing fine, man. I'm doing fine. Listen, man, it's beautiful right now. I'm about to get every wish that I could possibly imagine. And honestly, I was actually trying to text Caleb so he could cry on my shoulder as well. Y'all need to leave my quarterback alone, man. Y'all need to leave my quarterback alone. I mean, GTA 6 trailer comes out in December. Belichick might be fired Monday. We might get we're looking like we could get Caleb Williams. I mean, it's beautiful right now. It's a beautiful thing to be a Patriots fan right now. Very exciting times.
Oh my God.
Fun fact, and I mean, we're definitely going to get into it, especially with that news that J.C. Jackson is just sitting this one out. In Germany, they just said, "Don't even come with the team, baby.
Don't even get on the plane, bro. Don't even get on the plane,
dude." Man, I'll tell you what. I did hear a conspiracy theory that since Tom Brady is buying shares for the Raiders, that they're going to try and go for Belichick next year too. I've heard it all. Like this week, all the rumors, but. The man of the hour, Richie. How's the good life, man?
I'm the man of the hour? Really?
I would say so. I think
the master at work curse has struck the Jets.
The master at work.
So there's only one thing left to do. Let's go Dolphins.
Yeah, no, don't you ever.
You got to join the
Dolphins.
Don't you
ever root for us.
Come on.
I get it now.
We need that, Tyson. We need you to start being a Dolphins fan.
No, I don't. It ain't even in his blood. It ain't even in his blood.
Fins up.
He gonna start puking in a few minutes.
I know I'm already starting to get sick again, bro.
He's already starting. Dude.
Listen, one rule for the chat tonight and Patreon members: when you come in, don't mess with me. I won't mess with you. Let's just call this week bygones be bygones. None of us got nothing to gloat about. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Nobody in here better come in here all high and mighty, because nobody in this chat has the right to feel confident about a damn thing.
Well, we 6-3, baby. We still winning the Super Bowl, though. So
man. There it goes.
We're still number 1, baby. Woo!
But hey, Richie, you know what, man? I
Hey,
asked
Dan.
how you were doing, and I didn't really hear anything.
Oh yeah, I'm doing all right. Having to deal with a embarrassing loss on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
A humbling loss. 27-6. Definitely, a big issue going on with the Jets, and I'm sure we'll break it all down in this one. I am excited to go to Vegas this weekend. I was hoping that it was going to be, a little more optimism to go into that game, riding a 4-game win streak, potentially going 5 in a row. But hey, the Jets won 3 in a row. They fall to the Chargers on Monday night. And I'm humbled, and I'm excited to share my thoughts. And that's what this sport's all about, man. It's a week-by-week league. You get really high. You get excited when you're high. And when you get really low, you can't get too low. You got to stay even-keeled. So excited to be back on the panel. And I just want to give a big shout-out to all the support that you guys have shown to the NFC North Roundtable real quick, just because the success that we've seen on that channel is astronomical in the first week that we've launched it. I mean, TD did a fantastic job again tonight hosting it. He just is a natural at it. It's a pleasure to be backstage and producing it. I just get a kick out of TD in a very positive way. You're just a natural at doing it. Host the Bleach Report show. I didn't know you were that good of a host, TD. So congratulations to you. Really making sure that those guys are getting after each other. He comes prepared. He makes notes. So guys, even if you're not a fan of the NFC North, which I know we're not, go check out the NFC North, man. TD did a great job.
And so it's super funny as well, because I remember one of the
I take all that back. I mean, what is this?
So one of the concerns we had was when we were recruiting for the NFC North Roundtable, we were just I don't know, man. Like what if these guys just don't have the chemistry that we all four have? And then we sat down, reflected, and we said, you know what? If we have to just instigate the hell out of these fools to start arguing with each other, TD is the man for the job right there. And I will say that. Fantastic. It's always good.
Who is TD? My name is Josh Dobbs Jets. I told y'all.
Josh Dobbs. Oh my God, man. Listen, those name changes are always beautiful.
Don't worry, we're going to get there.
We got Tank, we got at Real Dan Mitchell and Richie Jets Media. I got to come up with something exciting for my name. But guys, you know what? Right before we dive into it, because I think Richie actually ended up really spearheading where we want to take this show, at least for the first segment. We have to talk about the Jets and the Chargers. But first off, smash that like button. Smash it immediately.
Yes.
That like button just texted you at 2 a.m. She wants you to come over. She wants you to smash it. All right? And don't worry, she's not going to text you tomorrow morning and she's going to ask you, what are we? All right? It's as easy as a smash as you will ever be. Go on in there. Support the channel for the boys. Absolutely love it. All right, Richie. Let's talk about the Jets and the Chargers, okay? Because I'll be honest with you, bud. I didn't really get invested within that game. I maybe watched the first quarter for a bit, but then I actually ended up looking at the box score. I saw that Justin Herbert really didn't have a good game. I mean, I really wasn't anticipating him to have a good game, but then I looked at the final score. What the hell happened?
The funny thing about that game is if you didn't watch the game, right? Say you're just an NFL fan and you happen to miss Monday Night Football and you're like, oh, let me check the score. What happened on Monday night? Wow, 27-6 Chargers. Justin Herbert might have went off. I mean, the Chargers must have exploded on. No, it's not the case. It was just such a weird game. Justin Herbert, 53 completion percentage, 128 yards, a rating of under 60, 5 sacks. I mean, how the heck did the Jets lose 27-6 when Justin Herbert puts up his worst stat line he's seen in a long time? And Herbert's a great quarterback. I was hyping him up all week long, and the Jets defense, they do what they do. And unfortunately for the Jets, our special teams has been fantastic all season long, but we give up an 87-yard punt return to start off the game, and that kind of just put the Jets in a hole. And with this offense struggling, you cannot put the Jets offense in a hole, man, because they just cannot fight back. And unfortunately for the Jets, we have a big issue on offense. And that's been the issue all season long, right? The Jets got 4 wins on their defense. We beat the Eagles because of the defense, right? We beat the Bills because of the defense. We beat the Broncos. The offense kind of had a good game in that one, I will say. They had a lot of field goals, Breece Hall touchdown, not too bad. But the defense won that game in the end. Against the Giants, defensive win. So, there hasn't been a game where the offense has clicked. And a big issue with this offense is a big issue with this offense, right? I went into the film room this morning. If any of you guys are interested to really get my objective perspective of what happened, taking my bias aside and just keeping it real about what I'm seeing on the field every single play. And the reality is, man, this Jets offense is absolutely atrocious on all accounts, man. It's a collective failure. Nathaniel Hackett looks like an absolute incompetent bum. Zach Wilson is not helping the situation. He is definitely part of the problem. The offensive line, Billy Turner. I know Dolphins fans know Billy Turner. That man got destroyed by Joey Bosa. Like, it was ridiculous watching that man. He gave up 8 or 9 pressures. Offensive line was atrocious. And the self-inflicting wounds was the biggest issue for me, folks. I mean, the penalties, the fumbles, Garrett Wilson. He had a good game, but he also didn't. The man fumbled. He had a crucial penalty. Breece Hall fumbles a pitch. Overall sloppiness on all accounts. So, like, the entire offense should be ashamed of themselves because right now the New York Jets are wasting the elite Jets defense that we have because this isn't just a good defense. This is an historic defense that we're seeing from these New York Jets, all pros on all 3 levels, and it's unfortunate. And hopefully the Jets can figure out a way to get back to their roots and maybe run the ball because they couldn't do that either because the Jets win football games on their defense. And I'll finish it off with this, man. The Jets defense got them to 4-4 somehow. It's a miracle when you look at it from that perspective. And I thought that the Jets offense can at least do the bare minimum, but they can't. And I'll say this last thing. The New York Jets are 2-0 this season when they score 21 or more points. So that's really what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm a humble man now, baby. It's all good.
The thing is, when it comes to the Jets, man, I mean, I feel like that we're just echoing this episode after episode, and there's nothing but respect for this defense. I mean, how many top echelon quarterbacks have they made look like shit this year? It's just about every single one that they have faced. But I think what the Jets, to me, my biggest concern going into it is, yes, you are a defensive juggernaut. But the issue is that if you play any sort of like top 10 defense at all, you're absolutely screwed. You're absolutely screwed just with the quarterback that you have behind center. It's obviously not what the Jets were anticipating at the beginning of the season with Aaron Rodgers going down. Still have like an inkling that say that the Jets are still in the conversation within the next couple of weeks that Aaron Rodgers might be able to roll his ass back out there. But I mean, listen, I think that you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. And I think that when it comes to Zach Wilson, man, if they even come up to like an average defense, you know, like right above that 50% mark, it's going to be an issue. And we'll see. I mean, I think you have all the opportunities in the world of bouncing back in Vegas, especially since Richie's going to be there. Come on, baby. Let's make that happen.
Come on now.
I think that's it. I think that if I'm a Jets fan, I think I'm shaking in my boots if I see any defense that is statistically even anywhere near like top 10, like right in the league with anything, especially if they have a pretty solid and stout run defense and they take Breece Hall out of the game entirely.
Yeah, I agree. And the Breece Hall couldn't even get going because his backup offensive line is bad. Just not, and it's not even backups, it's backups. So it's just frustrating that our one weapon in Breece Hall couldn't get cooked. And Zach Wilson threw the ball 49 times. That's a recipe for failure. That's not the formula of how we win football games. No quarterback in the system is supposed to be passing that many times. And that's what happens when you're down by that much. And we're wasting away an elite defense. But hey, the Jets are still 4-4. And if the Jets do bounce back and beat the Raiders, we are right in the thick of things. We're 1 game out of first place. And, losses happen, and we shall see what happens, man. It's a week-by-week league, and I'm hopeful that they can make their adjustments, but it's a reality right now. There's a civil war breaking out amongst Jets fans, which seems like it's a yearly basis ever since I started my channel.
Oh, man, we got to talk about it. TD, what are your thoughts on this, brother? The state of the Jets.
Man, it's sad, to be honest with you, because no, I'm serious. You got such a great defense, man. They were flying around. They were pests. They were all over the receivers. They were putting pressure on Herbert. I mean, they just couldn't first downs were rare. I mean, they were tough to get. And when you got a defense like that, it's a shame because if the Jets offense was just average, they would be one of the best teams in the NFL. It's crazy. Like the bullet that the Dolphins dodged. Now, like it's clear. And here's a whole year of them gonna waste this defense down the drain. Ain't no coming back from this. It is what it is. They won't be able to generate enough offense in many of these games to win. They will all be low scoring. I understand special teams did give one up, but they held the Chargers down. Okay. It was really just so how inept the offense was turning the Zach Wilson, man. Like in this game, you couldn't defend him. You can screw the O-line being trash. You can't defend Zach Wilson in this game. I don't care how trash the O-line is, you gotta protect the football. Those fumbles in the pocket, you gotta have better awareness in the pocket of what's going on around you. There were times where there were crossers going across the middle of the field, and I've seen Zach Wilson throw some nice balls, but in this game, he missed some that might have been went to the house. Like if you see some of those intermediate crossers, if he would have just put the ball where it belonged, Garrett and them boys might have took it up the field for 60 and 70 yards in some cases. And Zach he didn't help. I mean, it ain't all on Zach. The O-line is trash. And when the O-line trash, you barely can run the ball and you barely can throw the ball. But with what Zach could control, he didn't show up for his team. And this is why I said Josh Dobbs would have been a better option. Now, Josh Dobbs ain't no great quarterback, but without knowing a single thing of the playbook, Josh Dobbs got the Minnesota Vikings in a position to go on a little itty-bitty run. I don't think it's still going to turn out, but I thought that he was perfect for the Jets because you would have survived long enough for a maybe possible miracle Aaron Rodgers return at the end of the season. But now you'll ask yourself in week 16, when you've won 6 games with 2 games left, is it even worth Rodgers returning if he's healthy? But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm sorry, Jets fans. You had the right build, but you didn't have any insurance at the quarterback position outside of Aaron Rodgers. And I understand you were really stuck doing it. You couldn't just drop, Zach Wilson like a bad habit. You wanted to see what he could do learning from Aaron Rodgers. And truth is, he did improve, if you ask me. But that improvement still ain't franchise quarterback worthy. It ain't enough to where I feel like, you keep developing, you move on in the future. He's not your quarterback of the future. If anything, you'll luck out and help him understand that he can be your backup. Or is that even worth it? Because that's what he is now. So tough sledding, Jeff. And I wasn't trying to hate it. Nothing I just said. I just truly do believe that. Tough sledding, man. This defense going to waste, man.
So what about you, Tyson?
So my take is a little bit different. I think the Jets are just a victim of their own hype. I'm gonna be honest with you. They saw the Dolphins and the Bills faltering. The Jets had an opportunity on primetime television to make a huge statement, to move above the Bills in second and start, moving up the ladder and start peeking their head up at the Dolphins, and then eventually they crash landed horribly. It really is crazy, honestly, because I really thought the Jets, that with everything that's going on in the division, especially with the Dolphins and the Bills, not playing up to standards at times this season, especially Buffalo, that the Jets were primed to make a move up the ladder. And I just honestly believe that they're just a victim of their own hype. I really believe this wholeheartedly. I think they not that they were overhyped. I just think that the expectations and the pressure got to them in this game. To be honest with you, I still stand by my point. I think the Jets are still the best team in the division. Just my opinion. I honestly believe that the defense the defense could. I mean, the defense did what they had to do, right? I mean, Justin Herbert wasn't spectacular in the game. The problem is when your offense is continuously going 3 and out and turning the ball over, the defense gets gassed, and eventually the pipes are going to burst. the defense gets tired, bro. You can't have your defense out there that long and expect for them not to give up a few plays, especially against a quarterback like Justin Herbert. So at the end of the day, the Jets need to figure out something to do. I mean, the offensive line was putrid. I think a lot of the stuff that I watched, and I watched a lot of Zach Wilson games, I think a lot of it wasn't his own fault. But the also thing is that I think Zach Wilson is not the type of quarterback that can try to mask having a terrible offensive line where he's not able to make plays. And if he doesn't have a clean pocket, he doesn't make the smartest plays out there, right? He needs to have some semblance of a clean pocket. He needs to have time to be able to read the defense, to read the field, to make smart decisions. And when your offensive line isn't blocking for you, somebody like Zach Wilson, because he's so young and he's so inexperienced at the position at this point in his career, where he's just not able to make fast decisions and make them smartly. I think what would really happen, I think what the Jets should have done at the trade deadline was go out and try to see if they could fix that offensive line, but you're stuck with what you have right now, right? I honestly believe that if Aaron Rodgers were to come back, I do believe Aaron Rodgers could mask the offensive line better because he's obviously a better quarterback. You know what I mean? The Jets, like I stated, they play the Raiders. They should win that game, right? You got to beat the Raiders. I mean, if you lose to the Raiders, then we're having a completely different conversation now. But if you go out and take care of business against the Raiders, because you've proven you can beat these good teams, you've proven you can beat Buffalo, you've proven you can stay with Kansas City, you beat Philly. So it's not like, this is like the Jets are just like this trash bin. It's just, I think what ended up happening on Monday night is more of circumstances to where a lot of expectations. You're playing at home. You have a chance to make a statement game in front of everybody, especially against Justin Herbert. And the expectations was a little bit too high. The Jets need to learn to where when they get in these positions in the future, I think this is kind of a learning step for Saleh and maybe a learning step towards the Jets the rest of the season, to where when you get in this position again, which they will most definitely be, being how the Dolphins and Bills have been playing, then the next time you get in a position like this, you have to seize it. That's why I told Richie, you have to seize the opportunity when it comes to you, because you don't know when it's going to come again. Because who knows, Buffalo might get their shit together, Miami might start beating good teams, and then Jets are going to be falling behind again. So you have to win the games you're supposed to win. It's very important. So that's pretty much my take. I don't think it was a terrible loss. I think the score line is kind of skewed just based on how poorly the offense did play. But other than that, man, I wouldn't be too worried, Richie. If you get word when you lose to the Raiders, that's when you need to start getting worried again. So that's just mine.
Yeah, and I respect that take. I really do. And I agree
That was a
with
great take.
pretty much like everything you said. I really do. And I think just speaking on Zach Wilson real quick, I just thought of this now. I think, obviously Zach Wilson is not a good quarterback. And the only way he plays good is if everything around him is perfect, right? You talk about that Chiefs game. The big reason why he looked so good on Sunday Night Football was because everything around him was clicking. The offensive line gave him elite pockets. That's when the offensive line was healthy, and he was throwing back shoulder passes, and the pass catchers were catching it. Zach Wilson's not good enough to elevate the offense around him. He needs to have help, and that's just the facts. I mean, he is a second overall pick that was a bust, that the Jets went out there and got Aaron Rodgers, and now he went into the season as the backup. And now he's not good enough to salvage a bad offensive line, and especially when there's penalties and the wide receivers and tight ends are dropping passes. That's not an excuse on Zach Wilson. That's just a reality of who Zach Wilson is. He's not an elite-level quarterback that can elevate the offense around him, so he needs help around him because this is a collective failure. It really genuinely is. I watched the film, and I see man coverage. The man's dropping back to pass. He has less than 3 seconds to throw, and there's nobody open down the field. There's other opportunities where he's missing wide open receivers. So it's a collective effort. It's on Zach. It's on everything, and the whole offense needs to be held accountable. And that's my overall thoughts about that, man. And I agree with everything you said, Master Work. I feel like the pressure kind of got to them a little bit. They knew what they had to do, and they just fumbled. And the defense gave up 13 points, if you really break it down. But the fact that the Jets gave up scored only 6 meaningless points. And then I love how it finished off with a garbage time dropped touchdown pass. Like, that was just the icing on the cake that the Jets are allergic to touchdowns, because they had CJ Uzomah wide open in the end zone, and he drops the ball. I mean, that just shows you where this Jets offense is right now as a collective. And I don't know what they need to do to figure it out, but they got to do something and something fast. They need to go look in the mirror and start pointing fingers and holding each other accountable because it's getting ridiculous.
Well, hey, you know what, guys? I'll tell you what. I promise you the sentiment that you are getting off of Richie is something I feel like all of us feel to a certain degree, maybe with the exception of Tyson. I know that he's rooting for the tank, and it's clear that it's certainly happening. However, I do want to make a quick transition right before we get into the previews of next week. You might notice that I changed my name to Fire Ken Dorsey. And on my channel, I have been making that my theme throughout the past several days after that absolutely putrid performance on Sunday Night Football. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the AFC East Roundtable, roundtablesports.shop, most recent merch drop. We listened, and here you go.
Bad timing, Dan.
That's what I was saying, man. Dude.
Yeah,
I was hoping that Richie had the...
You
I was
didn't
hoping that
cue it
Richie
up.
had it going. You know what I mean? I was going
Well,
with
I'm
that Heath
fast with
Ledger
it.
meme right there. A fire
I'm fast
Ken
with
Dorsey,
it, but you didn't tell me that was happening right now. Here we
a
go.
fire Ken Dorsey shirt has just been released on the AFC East Roundtable. I ended up announcing it on Twitter. I announced it on TikTok and Instagram earlier, but I figured everyone that's a Bills fan that's currently tuning in is probably a little upset of how this offense has been operating throughout the past couple of weeks. All right. Now, this topic, as many of you guys know, we play Monday Night Football, so we're going to save the whole in-depth preview for the Monday show on the AFC East Roundtable. But I kind of wanted to centralize around what exactly is wrong with the Buffalo Bills offense. Spoiler alert, it's coaching, ladies and gentlemen. It is coaching to an absolute degree. All right. And whether or not that it's Sean McDermott or whether or not that it's Ken Dorsey, we don't know, but the writing is on the wall, and there is a coaching issue in Buffalo. So say, for example, that you want to hop on the bandwagon and support the AFC East Roundtable. Fire Ken Dorsey merch is now live and
Link
ready.
in chat. Link pinned in chat.
Link is pinned in chat. Just go on ahead and knock that out. But yeah, guys.
I'm pretty sure we have another merch that dropped. I'm not sure if it's here.
We had one more. Let me go grab my charger for my computer desk. But fun fact, you still hear me.
Get your Fire Belichick shirts while you can.
If you want to represent the AFC East,
no, I didn't.
As of right now, this is where we stand.
Oh my gosh.
Yo. I mean, listen, you can't call the Patriots frauds, right? We just stink. I mean, no, I don't think anybody at the beginning of the season will be like, oh, those Patriots. Well, I don't look at them, monkey. You know, we're definitely not frauds. We just straight up stink. So don't be calling us frauds. There's nothing fraudulent about us. We are who we are.
And we're not frauds. We're the best team, one of the best teams in the NFL.
Oh my God. Master at work, I can't stand your guts, but I hope you're getting better. And y'all are
you know what? Somebody just made a great suggestion. Bench Zach Wilson shirts. We should make them, right, Richie?
Bench Zach Wilson shirts.
Oh, the Jets trash. I love it.
Thank you for the
Jets
donation.
Trash, and we still have only one more loss than you, but
you won't beat us. You won't
beat us. How many L's do the Dolphins have?
You won't beat us. One less than y'all.
It's not that far off.
Y'all losing this week, so it don't matter.
It's possible. That's for sure. Your guys are not losing this week. Congrats.
That's right, baby.
Thank you, Daniel, for the $5, my man.
Yeah, thank you so much.
What's it? Man, go back. I'll read that again because I didn't read. Let me read this one. I can't stand your guts, but I hope you're getting better. Appreciate it, and y'all going to be good enough. We ain't gonna be good enough, bro. There's literally 2 wins that are possible. That's the Danny DeVito game in about 3 weeks. We play Danny DeVito and the Giants and the Broncos game, and I don't think we're gonna win that game, bro. Have you seen us this season, bro? We lost to the freaking Commanders, dog. We ain't getting no picks 10 to 10. I don't even think it's mathematically possible at this point to get picks 10 through 15. You don't lost your damn mind. You better look at them standings.
Fins up no matter what, and the Fins run this bit. Oh, we got Mike Tyson here.
13 months. Jersey Dolphins has been a member. That's unreal.
Thank you, Jersey
that's
Dolphins,
what's up.
man. That's commitment, and I
That's
love
day
it.
one. That's day, yeah.
Vic is coming in saying, Finns win the division. Enjoy your show, guys. Oh, thank you, man.
They know.
Appreciate
Thank you, Vic.
that. You
Appreciate the
man.
$10.
Durant is coming in saying, McDermott reminds me of John Fox. Great coach with Manning at Denver, but can never make it over the hump. A year later, they part ways and they make it to the bowl and win. I love McDermott, but he peaked. We're wasting his years. It's funny you say that because there's very few times where I could actually agree with Colin Cowherd, where he said that McDermott was brought in to organize that organization and fix it. And then he said that it's very rare that you ever find a coach that is the rebuilder that ever wins a championship. I think that he compared him to like Marty Schottenheimer or something like that, right around that core. I think that McDermott very largely, and I mean, we can even get into this topic if you guys want to touch on it, but you continuously hear we need more complementary football. If it was up to Sean McDermott, then we would just have a suffocating defense, and then the offense can just do enough to where we can win games. Hence why you're not seeing as many rush attempts from Josh Allen. You're noticing us really just try and chew the play clock down as much as humanly possible and just be what the Buffalo Bills are not designed to be. The Buffalo Bills are an up-tempo offense. That's how they work. And the only time you ever see that is as if the Bills are down in garbage time throughout the past 5 weeks. Everyone and their mother in Buffalo has been trying to shit on the defense or say, hey, man, listen, it's because of defensive injuries. Since Trey White, Milano, and Daquan Jones have been out, this defense has been giving up an average of 19.6 points. I'm not sure about you boys, but that's a defense doing their job, wouldn't you say, Richie? Is that a defense doing their job, all right? It's not an elite defense, but giving up 19.6 points per game. TD, would you agree with that as well?
I mean, that's better than
defense giving up 19.6.
That's good. That's better.
Right?
That's better than the league
if you're giving up less than 20 points per game as a defense, you're a top tier defense.
Exactly.
And that's with all those damn injuries. So the thing is that it's written all over the world right now. The past 5 weeks, the Buffalo Bills offense has only been putting up 20.6 on average offensive points. That's with a quarterback that is well-renowned as top 5 in the league in his prime, a top 3 wide receiver, and then a tight end, a rookie tight end who was on pace of breaking all rookie tight end records, and he didn't even get going until 3 weeks ago. It's a tempo issue, and Sean McDermott literally is trapping the Buffalo Bills in the closet and not allowing them to be who they are, and that's up-tempo because he's fucking obsessed with 12-man personnel and long, sustained drives. It doesn't work. Coaching is the issue. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Darren.
Raiders. Sorry. Oh, man, we got a Raiders fan in here. I'm always curious to see what other fan bases come in. Guys, if you are not repping one of the AFC East teams, please sound off in the chat and let us know what is happening in your world.
Thank you for the super chat, Chola Samora. How does it feel to have your franchise stuck in complete purgatory? No head coach, no quarterback of the future because you're not good enough to be a contender and you're not bad enough to get you know who.
A good draft pick. Yeah, dude. Hey,
I appreciate you for beating us too a few weeks ago. I appreciate that.
Love watching TD Sunday morning drinking coffee. That's a great picture. That's a wonderful picture, if you ask me.
TD doesn't drink coffee.
Oh yeah. We
went
had
over
that
this
conversation. He does. He says that like it's basically just creamer and like a splash of coffee. He was telling us.
No, I put coffee in. I just put a lot of creamer.
So it's creamer with a splash of coffee.
No, it's 3/4 coffee and 1/4 creamer. About that much.
What was that mug? Show me that mug.
It's Dragon Ball Z, baby.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that Dragon Ball Z?
You better know it. The best anime ever.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z. You know what's hilarious
about
Dragon
DBZ, man?
DBZ.
So,
the last.
watch that.
That's right.
Super yet?
Yeah, of course. I mean, what you talk about yet? If you ain't watching, something wrong with you.
Yo, how can I watch it? What streaming service is it on?
All you gotta do is go to YouTube.
CD, what shows you watch? Let's turn this away. We don't need to talk about the AFC East. Let's talk about some TV and film, huh?
No, man, listen.
TV.
You're gonna be watching Hard
all
Knocks this
So,
season. We know that.
Yeah. So one thing which is pretty solid. So The Boys on Amazon is one of my personal favorite shows.
Gen
Love
V.
Of course it is. Of
Gen
course
V.
that's your favorite show, Dan.
Why?
You watched Gen V yet, Dan?
Tell me
I
that's
have
not.
watched Gen V.
That's
I have
right up
watched
Dan's
Gen V.
alley.
Solid stuff. And then also there's this animated show on Amazon called Invincible. Like that's like sort of like a boys like situation. That's also sick as hell. But okay, anyway, onward.
Top Boy, Netflix.
Yeah,
Hey.
the Dolphins are
Top Boy?
Goku of the division.
Top Boy on Netflix.
Top Boy on Netflix. Okay.
I'm a Star Wars geek. It is what it is.
Are you?
Big
Star
time.
Wars? I feel like
Big time.
dude,
I've watched every single show, every single animated show, every single movie.
It's the only thing I really ain't get into. Star Wars and Harry
Yeah, I
Potter.
never really got into Star Wars as a kid.
Oof.
Yeah, Harry
Star
Potter
Wars.
and Star Wars. I've just never.
I
got
even
into
thought about dude, Star Wars is so massive, and there's a big following of them on YouTube. At one point when I was younger, I'm like, make a Star Wars YouTube channel, but I didn't do it.
A Star Wars YouTube channel? Oh, dude.
Hey, shout out to Star Wars Theory. The man pulls in numbers on YouTube.
TD Star
Hey.
Wars talk.
You know,
Star Wars.
I mean, y'all know
we're
I
about to
watch
get
a lot of
TD
movies.
Dragon
and
Ball
TV.
talk, bro.
I used to
Some
work.
Dragon
I used to
Ball
work
talk.
in the. I used to work in the movie industry for a minute as an editor. Some people in the backstage know about that, but no, man, I watch a lot of movies and TV shows. This is how I'm able to make some of the videos I make. Like I have an entire catalog of certain phrases where I put in a keyword for a phrase in a movie or TV show that I have on my computer. It pops up with that phrase. So that's how I'm able to edit some of my videos up. But
And so I was about to say, like, dude, for years and years, Tyson, like, and so I knew your background, but like I always asked myself, and like, I mean, I was just like, this kid must be like the biggest movie buff of all time, or he has some software where he can pull in like a specific phrase and have it immediately ready to go.
Yep, most definitely. That's how I do it. And I'm also a crazy movie and TV show buff. I think, to me, the greatest TV show of all time, you guys never seen it, Succession.
Succession
on HBO.
I've seen Succession.
To me, it's the greatest TV show of all time. Obviously, you got your Breaking Bads. And,
yeah, I was about to say that.
You know what I'm saying? Prison Break is pretty
Prison
good.
Break, yes. No one talks about Prison Break, man. No
Prison
one
Break was my OG.
How good that show was.
One of my favorite of all time.
Did you guys watch Lost? Anyone watch Lost?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Surprisingly enough, though, I lost interest after like the first season.
Same.
No, one of my favorite was 24.
Oh, dude, that was like the first show I ever watched as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
24.
Jack Bauer.
That's right, baby. Jack Bauer. Dude, hey, 24. Hey, but now what's the I like Suits. I love Suits.
Suits is solid.
I'm mad it's over though.
Oh, that's crazy because I was hip on Suits when it first came out. When Suits wasn't as big, when Meghan Markle was still not in the got kicked out of the damn what is it freaking because she's married to the Prince Harry, right?
Yeah.
So this is before she even met Harry. But no, Suits, man, Suits is a great show. TD, have you finished watching it?
Yeah, I finished. I was mad it was over.
Everybody, man.
Everybody like two characters that annoyed the heck out of me was Mike Ross, just always righteous. You know, I mean, I'm good with righteous, but they're a little too
relax
righteous.
to that righteous bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And then and what's his name? You know, the one that's always screwing everything up.
The Rat.
No, one of the partners. Lewis
Litt.
Lewis Litt.
But I actually end up liking Lewis at the end. But Mike Ross, Mike Ross just always, man, let's get this done. And he got to be, we up at the people. Like, I get it. That makes me look bad. But I'm just saying.
Did you guys? Oh,
Snowfall too, right?
Oh yeah, Snowfall. If you guys watch the end of Snowfall, that's Belichick, bro. That's Belichick all the way. That's how it's going to end.
It's been some good
Franklin
stuff.
Saint.
Did you guys see Oppenheimer?
Awesome movie. Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
TD, are you saying no, TD?
Yeah, I have. What is that? Because I'm a movie junkie. So what is
the
Oppenheimer
nuclear bomb movie that came out recently?
Spell it.
OPP.
They can't spell it. Now, Richie said you got it when you know you can't spell it.
OPPE. Oppen. EIN.
No, it's not. No, it's OPPENH.
Oh, Jesus. Chat,
I
let
am
us
ER.
know how to spell it, Chat. I can't
Oppenheimer.
neither of them. I
Bro,
can't
Christopher
touch it.
Nolan is the
Anthony
GOAT.
Six, too.
I'm a Christopher Nolan junkie. I've seen every single one of his films like 10 times through. And this, unfortunately, TD, for you, I don't know how you feel about the theaters, but this is a movie you got to see in IMAX because it's just visually mind-blowing, and it's a 3-hour epic, and it's about the scientist who built the atomic bomb. And it's just fantastic, man.
And dropped it on Hiroshima, right?
You're inside his brain the whole time. You see from his
dude.
perspective. Albert Einstein's in it. I mean, it's
Is
just
it a documentary or a movie?
it's a biopic.
It's a movie.
It's a biopic.
It's a movie. It's a biopic.
It's about his life,
I'll check it
but
out.
it's epic. All
If
right.
you guys want to watch a new movie in the theaters, go watch The Killers of the Flower Moon.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to get
Oh,
my
I gotta
boys
go
to
see
go.
that.
I think I'm gonna have to go alone.
Who is that with? Leo?
Leonardo
yeah.
DiCaprio and Richard De
Scorsese.
Niro. De Niro's in there
I've
too.
watched every Leonardo
Robert
DiCaprio
De Niro.
movie ever. So I'm definitely gonna go check that out because not to make it all controversial, but with the Oscars and all of that, there used to be this thing of they never let African Americans win it and stuff like that. And I used to always, because I've seen every one of Leonardo DiCaprio's movies, I used to be like, have you seen Leonardo DiCaprio act? That's why he ain't nobody winning it. That man, he can play anything you need that man to play. He is a true actor, man. I'm a huge fan of Leo.
He is good.
Shutter
And if
Island,
you do
one of my
watch,
favorites.
and if Dolphins fans, if you do watch that movie, just keep in mind the very people that the movie's about. Your stadium is built on their
Oh my gosh.
on their grave.
Oh, dude. Oh,
was
man.
was it good, Tyson? Because I didn't see it yet.
Oh, it was amazing. It's a long movie though.
Yeah, I
will
know
say
it's
that.
something about him, and he got in a relationship with the Indian woman or something in it, right?
Yeah.
I saw the
It's
previews.
you gotta watch it. And go watch Napoleon too. Napoleon drops in December with Joaquin Phoenix about Napoleon.
I'm so pissed that Dune Part 2 got pushed back because of the strikes.
Oh, Richie, because I loved one. I love part one. I was like,
How you watch Dune? You don't watch Star Wars?
Yeah, you know what, Richie? I will say this. When I saw Dune, I thought it was Star Wars, but when I watched Dune, it wasn't Star Wars, and I said, should I watch Star Wars? No.
You know what's a fun fact? Dune.
Nah.
You know what's a fun fact? Star Wars was inspired by Dune because Dune is a novel, is a sci-fi novel that came out in like the 50s, and George Lucas read Dune, and it got him inspired to create Star Wars.
Yeah, I saw part one, and I was like, yeah, I got to see part two, big time.
Yeah,
and somebody in the chat said that Leonardo DiCaprio is not African American.
I didn't say he was. I just said
somebody said
it. There was a controversy of why certain African Americans weren't winning the award, and Leo kept winning. Have you seen Leo act?
No, actually, Leo wasn't winning. That's the complete opposite. TD Leonardo didn't get in his first.
I thought he was. I thought he was being nominated or something like that.
He was always nominated, but he won for the Revenant.
Yeah,
right? But there was a long stretch where he wasn't winning.
Even with him being nominated, they were saying other people should have been in that place.
Yo, why is Barney on to us right now?
Someone said AFC's is so trash this week. We're talking movies. You're right. You're right. Let's move on to the next super chat and let's get into these game previews. Come on.
That was kind of awesome, though.
Yeah, that was a good time. Barney is a party pooper. Barney.
Listen, man, we gotta switch it up eventually.
AFC's movie talk, baby. That's where we're going. All right.
Oh my God.
And so NFL elite defenses: 1 AFC North, 2 Chiefs, 3 Jets, 4 Eagles. Ooh. And so that AFC North division is just going to beat the shit out of each other. And is my buddy who's a Browns fan. That is true.
All 4 of their defenses are unreal.
Is my buddy who's a Browns fan. And so he said something yesterday when he was on my stream, and he was just like, it's funny because like each team, like in the AFC North, has another team's number, but no team has the same team's number. Like he was saying, like the Browns have the Bengals number. The Ravens have the Steelers. Steelers have somebody else, and Bengals have somebody else. But it's where you see the AFC North right now with 4 teams. I'm almost willing to bet that only 2 teams are going to make the playoffs from that division, and it's because of what that division is going to do to each other this year. That's my take on that. But yeah, solid defenses.
And I think we should all humble ourselves as a division, even though we're going to say it next year again. The AFC East is not the best division.
I was the only one in the offseason that literally stated
Tyson
this, and all 3 of y'all was arguing against me.
Because y'all won't do y'all part. That's why.
This has nothing to do with us. Actually, if anything, we've done our part. We beat the Bills and the Jets. So what are you talking about? We ain't done our part. If we beat, listen, the only 2 wins that we have this season is against literally teams in this division. That should tell you everything you need to know about this division. And we the worst team in the league.
That is true. The Jets and Bills thinking the division up. Patriots get a pass, and we the only one taking care of business. Gosh, man, come on.
Hey, I mean, to keep it real, three teams are 500 or better. That's not bad. It's been worse.
Not long.
So they tried benching Zach Wilson, but he Fitzpatrick A-Rod. Oh, God. The Zach Wilson curse. Bills fans. And so I know your argument with look at who we are without McDermott. Why is that not our standard? McDermott is a playoff level coach at best. Sometimes you need to be able to move the needle at this point. I don't think that McDermott's job is on the hot seat for this season. I mean, say for example that we have a similar output, or if we don't make the playoffs, and yeah, I could realistically see him being gone. But if anybody is canned mid-season, would be Dorsey, in my opinion. Dan, and to be honest, I'm starting to lose hope in this team. Coaching is wasting Josh Allen's prime at this rate. We need a serious change if we want to compete. I mean, dude, when you have players going to the podium and saying how much they want to run up-tempo, and the fans are saying how much they want to run up-tempo, you would assume that whoever is calling the shots for this offense feels the heat on their seat, and they're going to make that adjustment. But, we'll see. We'll see. Dan Sure given to Dorsey, fired, and I'm all for it. Guy is a hoser, and we got to start winning games. Dan Mitchell for OC. Thank you, sir. Thank you, bro. Awesome LA coming on in saying, and so out of the 3 frauds of this division, Dolphins are the biggest fraud. Oh man, we'll hear from him a little later during the Patreon segment.
But we got the best.
I know that. I know that. And so all of us are so trash. The only thing we can do is just convince everybody who is more trash. The state of the AFC East, baby. It's Duran. And so I get Darren all the time, and it's okay. Let's go. Sorry about that, Duran. Thank you, brother. Go Bills. Love that jacket, by the way. And so I wish the Bills could play the Dolphins 17 times a season. We'd be 17-0. Oh, hey, man, listen, bro. We're just sitting here.
Lies.
Shooting some, yeah. Dude, I love it. I love it. Onward. And so y'all got to get on that Jujutsu Kaisen best anime out right now besides One Piece. Interesting.
Kaisen?
You an anime guy, Tyson?
Not necessarily, but I do know what Jujutsu Kaisen is.
Is Avatar: The Last Airbender considered anime? Because that's my favorite. That's my shit. It's like American anime.
I used to watch a lot of anime when I was younger, though.
So love watching TD's live streams when the Bills play and listen to him cry. And so I use his tears as creamer to my coffee. Oh,
Jesus.
So that was a timely burn right there. And so I enjoy timely burns. That's for sure. And do not sleep on Black Mirror. That's also a good one.
Mind
Black Mirror
bending.
is also a good one.
If anybody likes Black Mirror and you like animated stuff, definitely try out Love, Death, and Robots. It's basically it's on Netflix. It's another version of Black Mirror, but it's cartoons. It's just like mind-blowing, crazy stuff. If you like Black Mirror, check that out.
Question for Tank, Master at Work. If Pats get first pick in the draft, who do you think Bill Belichick would actually pick?
Chick wouldn't pick because he'd be fired.
Dude, I saw some meme or something like that or whatever.
Offensive lineman.
Yeah. And so the Patriots get the first overall pick, and they select John Doe, offensive tackle from St. Mary College or something.
Being completely honest, I know it's a funny thing to say what the Patriots would do, but at the end of the day, if the Patriots do get the number 1 pick, that would mean they would have been the worst team in the league. And that would also mean Belichick would be gone, which we're going to talk about later because there is a huge, and I do mean this is not just somebody throwing shit against the wall, seeing what sticks. Huge news that could break on Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Belichick might be fired. And I'm not saying this just to say it, but these are from legit reporters that are starting to really believe that this could be it. Like, this is it. If they get their backs blown out against the Colts in Germany, because this is like a business meeting for Kraft to try to more push the NFL across the pond. Embarrassed in front of his business friends in Germany, friends that in the Bayern Munich organization over there, and for the Bundesliga. Get embarrassed, bro. I'm telling you, Belichick might not come back from Germany, bro. Y'all can say what y'all want, but another thing, y'all can make fun of who the Patriots will pick. I promise you, the organization is going to strip it all down, and I guarantee whoever the next coach is going to get Caleb Williams, because this is no longer a Belichick run organization. That means you can't have the same mindset, because all our moves have been based off of Belichick, so you can no longer think like that anymore from the outside looking in, because it's a completely different organization.
So how would you feel about Jim Harbaugh for the Pats head coach?
The reason I'd love it, because he just got caught for cheating in Michigan.
What I'm saying. They fit.
We will be bringing back what made us great.
Jim Harbaugh, baby.
First thing, and I just love Jim Harbaugh. He took the 49ers to the Super Bowl. He turned the University of Michigan program around. Even though it took them forever to beat Ohio State, they still accomplished that. They've been in the college football Final Four. Harbaugh, he turned Kaepernick. He almost made Kaepernick a Super Bowl champion. Colin Kaepernick. And I like his mentality. And he's a player's coach. That's another thing about Harbaugh. He is a player's coach.
Funny.
Interesting. Very, very well. You know what, guys? I think that's actually like a great transition. Let's go ahead and start previewing some of these games. Obviously, we have a Patriots game in Germany. So going up against the Colts, and then the New York Jets are going to Vegas, where Richie will be as well. He's excited about the sports book. He was telling me, watch out, Richie. Watch out, my friend. That's a dangerous place. Anyway, all right. But I will tell you what, this segment for the preview section is brought to you by a very proud partner, one that we are exceptionally proud of, and that just so happens to be BetUS.
Let's go.
Ladies and gents, BetUS is hands down the best sports book on the market today when it comes to any money lines, point spreads, over-unders, and they have this beautiful prop builder as well. I've been obsessed with attempting to choose the first touchdown of games as of late. I actually hit on a parlay of 2 first touchdowns week 1. Not even going to lie to you. I was sitting there getting ready for Bills, Jets, Sunday right before Monday night, and my parlay hit. I thought that it was just good juju, and the Buffalo Bills were going to start off as 1-0. We all know how that happened. All right, but I'll tell you what, BetUS is my go-to sports book, and they're matching 125% of your initial deposit the second that you sign up. And always remember, guys, anytime that you support one of our proud partners, in turn, you are supporting us as well. So definitely check out BetUS. And with
that being said, we're going to hear a quick word from BetUS Sportsbook. And make sure you guys click that link that's pinned in the chat to get 125% sign-up bonus when you make your initial deposit.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook, where you can bet on everything, anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
Where the game begins, ladies and gentlemen. And the game begins in Germany at 9:30 a.m. EST on Sunday. The Patriots versus the Indianapolis Colts. Tyson, we heard a little bit about what you want to see happen, but some other thoughts on this game. I mean, obviously, we all know that you want Bill to not take the plane back, but sound off, brother. Let us know what you're thinking.
At first, I felt a little bit bad. That was it yesterday or whatever. Just thinking about the situation. For the greatest coach of all time to get fired in the middle of the season. Read an article today by Karen Karijian, who is a Patriots beat writer, and she's very pro-Patriots, pro-Belichick. So this was definitely a puff piece, and this was definitely a Belichick puff piece. Perspective of Bill Belichick. The puff piece today. Gotta go, bro. Now it's getting to the point where it's actually laughable. I'm not going to make this long. It's pretty much about how that people that Belichick has pissed off, how he's been shitty to the media, how he's treated the fan base, how he's insulted our intelligence for years now since Brady left. That's the only reason why we want him fired. Nothing to do with the ineptitude of everything that he's done with the franchise. No, it's about because of his error of his ways when it comes to the way he treats the media. Nothing to do with his coach ability. The puff piece, and this is another puff piece. So apparently, Belichick is not an elitist. So low of the elitism of the NFL that they ran a story about him and Peyton Manning going to an NFL event, back of the car with Peyton Manning. So it's Belichick, Manning, and a limo driver. He decided to go up front and sit next to the limo driver because he felt like the limo driver was more worth his time than picking the mind of a Peyton Manning, because he was more interested in the limo driver than Peyton Manning because he didn't want to seem like he was an elitist. Disgusts me about Belichick, bro.
You're breaking in and out
to the game. I'm just getting really disgusted just thinking about it. But make a prediction. This is gonna be my prediction, and that's all I'm going to say about it. They're going to maybe not blow us out, but they'll definitely win the game. If it's lose, or if they get blown out really, really badly, Belichick will be fired on Monday. Or buts. You heard it here first. This isn't me saying something that isn't true. If you've been around the team recently, if you listen to the radio and all the sports beats reporters, they wholeheartedly are starting to believe that Kraft will fire him. And it's over. And they're going to put Gerard Mayo as interim. So they fire Belichick. They're going to fire his sons, his two sons, completely. And the reason why J.C. Jackson and Jack Jones is getting benched based on the fact that their attitude. So it has nothing to do with football. It's their attitude towards the team. So Belichick has lost the locker room. There was an article today on Mac Jones about how everybody in the organization is disgusted with Mac Jones' decision-making this season. Even the owner, that Robert Kraft, is disgusted with Mac Jones. And that was an article published on Boston.com today. He believes now that that Belichick's gone, but Mac Jones is going to stay. You're sadly mistaken. He's an idiot. He's a businessman. And now Belichick and Mac Jones are starting to hurt his money. Once you hurt the man's money, different story to be told. There's a different story that needs to be told. And the story is there is a 0.0% chance that Mac Jones and Belichick are going to be here next season, regardless of if he gets fired on Monday. And another thing that I think is going to end up happening is game, if Mac Jones looks the way he has how he has this season, Will Grier, this will be Mac Jones' last game as a New England Patriot as a starting quarterback. They already talks to the organization as saying that they're going to start Will Grier over Mac Jones after the bye week when we play Danny DeVito. Gentlemen, this is the last game Patriots fans to do right now is to lose this game. And not just lose it, I mean get completely embarrassed. It's going to be gone, and we will never get to see Mac Jones ever again in a Patriots uniform after Monday.
Tough.
And see, it's wild too, because say, for example, that this was 5 years in the past, and if you were to tell me that Bill Belichick was going to be fired, and so I call you nuts. But I'll tell you what's interesting is that I try to not look at it from what he's done for the organization in the past, and I look at what he's done for the past 40 years, right? And I have to ask myself this. If you take away the accolades that he accomplished, and if you were to replace him with any other random head coach in that 40-year span, would you guys be shocked if he was fired after that Germany game? Let's just imagine that once Tom Brady left, the Pats got a brand new head coach, going into it. And that was his first year, was the first year
fired,
with Cam Newton. Would he be fired?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Richie, what do you think?
Yeah.
1,000. 1,010%, man. I mean,
Point I need to say, because apparently people in the chat just do not know what's happening in this organization right now. Somebody brought this up, and this is a valid point, but I want to burst your bubble real quick just for being a smart ass. Chat stated about how they won't fire Belichick because he knows where the bodies are buried. Otherwise, Kraft and Belichick have known each other for over 20 years. Belichick does know where the bodies are buried, but but Robert Kraft would also be putting a nuclear bomb right back at Bill Belichick. So this is a completely football decision. Nothing to do with Spygate, the rub and tug. I can just imagine some of the shit that they both have on each other. If you want to blow the whistle, if Belichick wants to decide to do that bullshit, not only would he destroy his legacy, Robert Kraft could come right back at his ass, and Robert Kraft is way more powerful than Belichick will ever be. So somebody brought it's an interesting point that they won't fire Belichick because Belichick knows where the bodies are buried. There's a lot of bodies buried too, and that Robert Kraft knows about, and I'm talking about all types of shit of rumors. So there's no way Kraft and Belichick would ever do that to each other. It will be a strictly decision to part ways.
Finally, it's here.
Dan, you muted?
Belichick leaving is here. Finally. Been waiting my whole life for this.
Hey, TD, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
The Colts are going to lose to the New England Patriots, and Belichick will be able to finish out the rest of the season. It's that simple. They're not going to lose when they go over there. The New England Patriots are actually going to get this W. I'm telling y'all now, do not bet against the Patriots this week because you're going to lose your money, okay? They will win this week versus the Colts. Just when everybody feels like all HE double hockey sticks is about to break loose, trust me, this is when the wrench gets thrown in. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of people are going to be mad about it. The tanking people are going to be mad. The fire Belichick people are going to be mad. He's going to get this W. Belichick is going to win this game. And will Robert Kraft have the cojones to fire him after a win? That ain't happening. So, unfortunately, I hate to burst people's bubble, but the Patriots about to win, okay? And it is what it is.
First part about why you're going to be so wrong about it is because the players quit.
No, Belichick.
I know you didn't watch the Commanders game because why would you, right?
That's right.
The players have quit. J.C. Jackson and Jack Jones.
That's true.
Literally.
TVs are playing.
I mean, literally.
Belichick.
So how can you possibly win with a team that doesn't want to play for you? Completely quit.
Who's controlling?
You can't win.
Who's controlling the contracts and stuff right now?
It's Belichick. You're right.
That's right. And you know what? He gonna tell everybody, y'all win this game, I'm doubling all y'all up, giving y'all extensions. Let's go.
Absolutely no. No.
Y'all
no,
gonna
TD,
win,
like
bro.
that.
Y'all gonna win. I mean, right now it's just meant for y'all to go through misery, bro. Y'all gonna win.
Oh, y'all gonna hate me so much if you get Caleb Williams. And I'm going to the draft. I will be painting my nails, getting my hair done like Caleb. Listen, bro. It's gonna be. I hope we all go to the draft.
No. That's still the plan. And by the way, there was one thing I did want to mention. TD, I just realized that the Senior Bowl is in Mobile, Alabama, and that's like an hour and a half away from me.
Yeah, I know.
You want to go?
Senior Bowl. It's the Junior and Senior Bowl.
Yeah, it's the Junior and Senior Bowl right now, and draft eligible players can actually play. TD, you want to go?
Hey, it's too early to determine, but that's something we can look into.
It's February 3rd.
When is the Super Bowl?
February 11th.
That next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I got to prepare for that with my team. So,
hey, Richie, if you want to go on ahead and make a little trip down to Mobile, Alabama.
I mean, TD, why do you think I'm going to Vegas this weekend? I'm scouting out, so when I'm back there in February to represent my JET.
Richie, out of all people, don't do that. That's a pure lie to yourself.
So let me ask you a question. Why can't I be delusional and say my team's going to Super Bowl, but you can't? What's the difference?
Because you got 5 wins.
Nobody said you can't be delusional, Rich. You were delusional last week.
And I'm not being delusional.
I'm talking to TD because every year he says Super Bowl. And the one time I joke about it, which is an obvious joke, TD presses me.
Because we're a top 5 team in the NFL. You're a top
Says
20. You're
Every
a top
year you
20.
say it, though.
Bro, we a top 5 team in
You
the league.
got to beat a good
Y'all
team to
top-
get to the Super Bowl.
All
You
right,
know
all
that,
right,
right?
all right. You know why you can't? Because your quarterback named Zach Wilson. How about that? Is that fair
What do you
enough?
mean? You saw Aaron on pregame. You saw Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you saw Tua every week balling.
True.
Number 1 in
Tua's a
all
dog.
of categories. You better know it.
Two is a dog.
That's right.
You got me
Oof.
there. Two is nice.
All right. That's all you need to know.
You know, this is crazy. The Dolphins don't play this week. They're on a bye week, but technically they're not really on a bye week
Here we go.
because, I mean, the Lions play the Chargers, and if the Chargers beat the Lions, then the Dolphins would have beaten a team above 500. Very important week for you Dolphins fans. You can finally say you beat a winning team.
I don't think they're going
Oh.
to be the Lions, though.
So the Lions are going to beat the Chargers, so that narrative will die.
yeah.
Y'all some
Do you
madness.
realize how important these next 3 weeks is going to tell you all you need to know about the Jets for the season? This next
Oh,
3 weeks.
You
Definitely.
gotta wait. You gotta wait 3 weeks to find that out. You should have known
No,
in
I'm
week
just saying
1.
because the Raiders game, if the Jets bounce back and beat the Raiders,
Bro, it's over for y'all. Y'all lost your opportunity.
Team that y'all played, TD, that's
Why-
relevant. That's a winning
but
team.
I'm
It's
just
the Jets, right?
curious, TD, how did we lose our opportunity if we're mathematically not out? Like at all. We're
Richie,
literally
because
It's
we're
TD's hand.
gonna beat y'all twice. It's
Okay.
over for y'all.
Okay.
It's over. It's it. It's a wrap, bro. Enjoy your Thanksgiving and don't even watch the game the next day. It's gonna be disappointing for you. You're gonna spoil your holidays.
week by
bro.
week league, baby. Adjustments. Come on now.
Oh my God. Ain't no such thing as adjustments with Zach Wilson.
What about Quinnen Williams though? What about Quincy Williams?
What about Tua Tagovailoa? Ooh, Super Bowl.
Are you like pumping your chest about
Richie,
Tua
That's
Tagovailoa
right.
after this weekend?
That's right. That's right. That's right. Every great quarterback in the NFL that had a stinker. It's okay. But at the end of the day, they've had more good than bad. And my quarterback
Current
is at the
MVP
top.
odds. Tua dropped out of the top 5. The current
No,
MVP
he's number
odds.
5. He number 5. Don't even say top. He dropped out of the top
Bro.
5. He number 5.
Dropped, didn't he?
No, he number 5 though. Don't say out of the top 5. He's still
Did
top
you see the
5, man.
quarterback ranking of that dude on Twitter that I posted? Tua's ranked number 13th in the NFL as far as quarterback rankings go.
That's just somebody's opinion. Yeah.
You guys wearing the black jerseys on Black Friday against them?
Who?
Is that
The Jets
confirmed?
Yes.
Sorry to
Okay,
hear that. Sorry
that
to
would
hear
be
that,
weird
Richie.
if you didn't wear the black jerseys on.
We're wearing our black uniforms once this year, and it's on that game.
Sorry to hear that, Richie. Take your L in it.
So that's
Hey.
a great transition. So first off, that is a great transition. So Richie's leaving for Vegas on Friday. And so it's your first time in Vegas, right?
First time in Vegas, baby. Scouting out the Super Bowl.
Dude, man. So many recommendations we could talk about offline. I love that.
I'm going to
place.
the MSG Sphere, which I'm excited for.
That's dope.
I got
So
tickets
I
for
haven't
it.
seen that yet. Yo,
Yeah, I
what
got-
you gotta do is go to that one sports book that's on the pool that like has like that giant ass pool, and it's just like this big projector screen of everything playing at the same time.
Mm.
That'd be pretty sick for the 1 o'clock games. And so I'd imagine you'll probably be at the stadium.
Yeah, I do
relatively
have
early.
plans. Jake Asman, who's another great friend of mine, who's a Jets YouTuber. He's actually doing an event who I'm joining with, and he has a whole weekend planned out for all of us, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Shit.
But
Well-
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
But I will be vlogging, and I will be live streaming, and you will be seeing me in Vegas on my channel if anybody cares. So check me out.
Hey, you know what, Richie? I care, brother. And so I tune into Richie's content all the time. I love Richie's content. Good stuff. But anyway, hey, you know what? Let's just discuss the elephant in the room. A lot's on the line. All right. You're playing the Raiders. They obviously just ended up moving away from their head coach. And I would say the Raiders looked a hell of a lot better than they have all season with this new interim head coach going into it. What are your thoughts on this game, Richie? What are the keys to beat the Raiders, bounce back, and get back on track into being competitive for this AFC East division?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, these Raiders scare me. I don't know
Really?
why. I just see a team. I just see a team that, like, It happens every year. You fire their coach and they have a new life in them. They're playing free. They're playing loose. I know it's the Giants that we're talking about, and Daniel Jones goes down and they have the first Tommy DeVito. But like a team that just has nothing to lose and just plays free always plays better. I don't know why. But the reality is there's one person on the Raiders that terrifies me. Just one. That's Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Max Crosby is my worst nightmare. I mean, you guys saw what Joey Bosa did, what Khalil Mack did. The Jets' offensive line is so injured, and they are so bad right now. And now they have to go up against this Raiders pass rush, which is pretty darn good. I mean, Max Crosby has a motor, and he's got an energizer, and he can completely disrupt the game on his own. Please, Zach, just protect the ball. I mean, congrats. You're not throwing interceptions. Great. You have one pick in the last 6 games, but you have a fumble a game. So, and I know it has a lot to do with the offensive line, but protect the damn ball. Have some pocket awareness, please, please, please. But I digress. The New York Jets defense should absolutely win them the game. You're going up against a rookie quarterback. You see the defense that the Jets did to Justin Herbert, right? And I saw somebody in the chat say, "Oh, Richie, you're hyping up this Jets defense for them to do that on Monday night." Did you watch the same game? You're going to say the Jets defense didn't do their job? They gave up practically 13 points in that game and held Justin Herbert to what they did. Don't even give me that nonsense, okay? We all know why the Jets lost against the Chargers. It's the incompetence of this offense. But I think that the Jets, I honestly believe that the Jets are that good on defense that they can somehow, some way win some miracle games. And is that me sounding delusional, or am I basing off of what happened this season? The Jets are 4-4, folks. Let's not forget here that right now, as we stand, we are not a losing team. We are a 500 team. We are a middle-of-the-pack team. We are an average team. And what average team does, like the Jets have proven this year, is that they can go up and beat great teams, like the Philadelphia Eagles, right? They beat the Bills, who are a good team. They almost beat the Chiefs. But we lose to the Patriots, right? We lose to the Chargers. So we're not consistent. We don't win the games we're supposed to win. We win the games we're not supposed to win. So that's the interesting thing I've learned about these Jets. When everybody's counting them out, they play their best. But when everyone expects them to win, they play their worst. Right? Nobody, and I hate bringing up the Chiefs game because we lost, but it just kind of reminds me of that this week. The narrative around the Jets heading into that Chiefs game was Zach Wilson needs to be benched. Zach Wilson stinks. And then he has the game of his life, and unfortunately we lose. And then he kind of starts going on a little stretch. And the Jets, by the way, win 3 straight games after the Chiefs. So, listen, I really put this game on the defense. I'm asking them to be dominant. I'm asking them to get turnovers. I'm asking them to win us this game. And I'm asking the offensive line to just open up holes for Breece, because the only way the Jets offense scores points is if Breece Hall breaks one free. And he was this close to breaking one free against the Chargers. What isn't able to do that? So, that's the keys to victory, man. Breece Hall and the defense. It's that simple, man. This defense is that good that they can win us games single-handedly. They've showed it this year, and they single-handedly beat the Eagles because of the defense. I think that the Jets could single-handedly beat the Raiders with their defense, but they got to play on top of, top tier, man. I mean, DJ Reed's graded as the best corner in football. DJ Reed, not Sauce, DJ Reed, graded as the best number 1 corner in the NFL via PFF. And Sauce Gardner's right there. They got 2 top 5. I mean, I don't need to talk about their defense. You guys know about what they got, right? I don't need to hype them up. But just the reality is, this defense has shown that they can win games, and they got to win this game. Because right now, I do not have any optimism in this offense until they can figure out the penalties, the undisciplined nonsense, and the drops. I mean, you're an NFL team, and you're dropping wide open passes? Yeah, that's my thoughts.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I really think the Jets are going to come out on top on this. Like you said, it's a rookie quarterback going into it. I think that the defense is going to be absolutely suffocating. The only way that I can see the Raiders come out on top is if Zach just literally gift wraps the ball right over to the Raiders defense, and they get some sort of regular favorable field position where they could just beat you by field goals or something.
And it's just weird. It's not like Zach is handing him the ball through the air. He's handing the ball on the ground. So just clean that up. It's not like he's throwing picks. If he's throwing picks, this would be a different conversation. But he's still turning the ball over. 2 turnovers. I don't care if it's through the air or not. You still got to clean that freaking up, bro.
Yeah. It's going to be tough with Max Crosby, that's for sure. But I will tell you what, Richie, I do have you winning this game against the Raiders. I do. I think that you're going to leave Vegas very happy, man. And so we're going to tune in on And so
This is also on Sunday Night Football, if anyone didn't know.
Sunday Night Football. Well, hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure that, I mean, they probably like put that schedule together thinking that, you know.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. I think that was
The line is dead even, by the way,
Oh, good
on
guess.
BetUS.
Dead. Well, I'll tell you what.
You
I'll
can't even
probably
put
take
money
the
on the
Jets
money
right
line right now.
there. I'll also tell you, I think the under is almost 1,000% going to smack.
What's the over under? 12?
36.
12.
Is it 12? Yeah, I think the under is almost apparent at this point. And so to be honest with you, like I really don't see like Josh Jacobs really having a game. It's a rookie QB, and then unfortunately, I really don't see the Jets offense doing much either. I think the under at 36 is almost a lock. And so so you'll never hear me say just put down your mortgage payment on this, but if I ever were to, it's on that under for sure. But bet responsibly, obviously.
Oh, gosh. This is wild, man.
TD, what you got on this?
Listen, the Jets, they'll win this game, man. The Raiders are even worse to me, what they got going on over there.
You picked the Raiders this morning.
Did I?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, the Raiders are gonna win this game because the Jets are even worse. I forgot. I was just about to talk about the Raiders quarterback. I was about to talk about the Raiders quarterback situation, but then Richie just reminded me the Jets quarterback situation even worse. Just stinks, man. Zach Wilson, you know what? I'm tired of it. Sometimes I try to be a little bit nice about Zach Wilson. I try to like say he's trash without sounding real bad, but that day is over. Zach Wilson is beyond trash, Richie. I remember how much you used to defend this man earlier this season. He trash, bro. Y'all ain't listen. Y'all might lose every game for the rest of the season dealing with that man. At the end,
I mean, that's just that's when you lose me.
Well, I can
That's
lose
where you lost me.
I lost you with Josh Dobbs.
You had me all the way until that statement right there.
I lost you with Josh Dobbs last week too, didn't I?
No, I still don't agree with that, but go on.
You ain't got to, but guess what? The Vikings wouldn't agree with it too, but they pulled the trigger. They got a victory that y'all probably would have got over the Chargers. Y'all would have beat the Chargers with Josh Dobbs. You would have beat the Chargers with Josh Dobbs.
And so I'll tell you what, man, listen.
No, we would not have. We still would have got killed.
As nice
with Josh
as
Dobbs, and that's a fact.
As nice as the Josh Dobbs story was with him like marching in, that's exclusively just going to be like a Disney Channel like original movie moment. He's going to be trapped the rest of the year.
Well, guess what?
Dobbs
The Jets. Well,
trash.
guess what? The Jets needed a Disney movie moment versus the Chargers. Okay, so it don't matter, man. Oh my gosh, I still remember opening week. I still remember going to MetLife Stadium and watching Richie's face when Aaron Rodgers went down. From that moment, I said, man, they still got hope. But that's Zach Wilson. Boy, oh boy, bro. Richie, I ain't gonna lie. It's sad, but I'm glad. Because y'all bums are in the basement with the Patriots like y'all belong. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but go downhill from here. It is over. Your season is over. Y'all wasted Sauce Gardner's whole career. You're wasting DJ Reed's whole career. You're wasting the Quinnen brothers' career. Y'all are wasting careers with that bum, Zach Wilson.
I'm actually shocked. I really am shocked at
Why?
that.
Why are you shocked, Richie?
No, what you just said a few sentences ago. It's all good. It's all good. I know where you stand.
That you wasted people's career?
No. Before that.
Josh Dobbs would have been better?
After that.
Man, hey, man, I ain't got the process of elimination. I forgot what I said in the middle. Listen, but y'all season is over. I told y'all at the beginning of the season, 6 wins max. You know what? Just out of
there's a reason why Josh Dobbs did what he did, right?
Yeah, because he was running and escaping the pocket because that old line couldn't hold up in Minnesota, and he still made something happen.
Yeah. So you don't think anything has to do with it, with the excellent offense that he had to plug in? That's been a top offense all season long.
Excellent offense. Did you see that game? Did you see what was happening for the most part of that game? Josh Dobbs alone with his legs made everything happen at the end of that game. That
all I'm saying is, man,
Richie, I know,
dude.
I understand, Richie. At the end of the day, Josh Dobbs is the miracle y'all needed. He was the
First of all, if anybody wants to get my actual analysis, which I guarantee no one really gives a fuck what I have to say about this anymore.
I do, Richie.
Go to my channel because I'm not saying any nonsense on here. Everything I say on this channel just gets twisted and gets magnified into something that I'm not. So if you want to get the real, what I talk about on my channel, go check out the film breakdown this morning. I keep it real because I'm seeing nonsense.
Josh Dobbs.
But the fact that you just said what you said.
What did I say, Richie? You still ain't
Nah.
That your season's over?
Disrespect.
That you're wasting the defense's the careers?
It's bro. I'm not gonna say it.
Y'all wasting their careers, Richie. Your season.
I know that. I said it on my own freaking channel that we're wasting their careers right now, bro. Because we got such a good defense.
Because of Zach Wilson.
Because what happened 4 snaps in?
Zach Wilson.
Bruh. Bro, you literally said that you were walking into the stadium and you were trolling me as I'm sobbing watching my quarterback down on the turf. And you're trolling me 9 weeks later.
Listen, I didn't want Aaron Rodgers to get hurt, but
it's what it freaking sounds like. You're laughing at us because of that.
No, I'm laughing at your reaction to it. I'm laughing at your reaction to it. I can laugh at your heart being broken. I'm laughing at your heart being broken. You were sitting there in the stands like,
Hey man, I honestly felt bad. I felt bad for Tua last year.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Now, if it ruined
I felt bad for Dolphins fans.
If
I felt bad for you.
You can laugh at it if it ruined our season.
I did. I genuinely felt bad. I'm like, it sucks when you're a team, when you have a passionate fan base, and your starting quarterback goes down like Tua did last year. No team deserves to go through that. And I stand by that. And I think that was whack. And I hated that Dolphins fans had to go through that. But now I'm seeing Dolphins fans laugh at what the Jets have to go through with this. It's just like,
yeah, we're laughing at your demise. We're laughing at your demise.
And that just shows the character, but continue.
That's right. Ain't no character whatsoever when it comes to a division opponent. Y'all demise makes me laugh. I want y'all to win 5 games every year in whatever fashion and form it comes.
I felt bad. I wanted to see Tua last year twice. Wasn't able to see Tua twice last year.
That's right.
I was excited to see what the Dolphins were with Tua. I was praising Tua last year until he got hurt. And now this is what we got to deal with. It's all good,
Hey,
man.
Richie, imagine how sweet it's going to be when y'all kick their ass on Black Friday.
Man, Dan, why are you getting into this, Dan? You know well they don't have
I'm
a
just
shot
saying,
at
because you want to know why? It's going to be must-see TV. I hope Richie goes in on you.
Bro, our offense is
going
going to expose them as
frauds.
Assholes, our offense will expose their defense as frauds anyway. You'll see, man.
Hey, man.
Yo, Richie, you all right, bro? You all right, man?
Yeah, man. I'm watching my Knicks right now demolish the Spurs. I mean, if that's why you're wondering what I'm looking at over here, that's what I've been looking at the whole show.
Oh, okay.
The only hope you got, man.
I thought you were getting sad, man. Oh, dude.
What do you mean? The Knicks are up 84-61. What's there to be sad about, baby?
Nothing.
I mean, the Knicks are 3-4, and I'm down to be back to 500. But come on,
from the TD troll. But all right, guys. Hey, listen, that's gonna be your game.
You think TD gets to me, bro?
Let me get my quick little take, man.
Tyson, go ahead.
I know it doesn't really matter, but Richie, man, don't pay TD no mind, man. He just listen. We already know Richie. We know how this is gonna end. Not with the Jets. I'm talking about the Dolphins. We're gonna get the last laugh, and I promise you, he will reap what he sows.
And TD's always the one with the first laugh.
He will reap what he sows.
No, we've never been up like this, baby. Let's go.
I mean, okay, but no, I think the Jets are gonna win. You can't lose to an owner that was literally smoking weed with one of his players in a locker room after a W because they fired Josh McDaniels, bro. They fired Josh McDaniels while he was trick-or-treating with his kids, bro. You know how heartless and bastard you gotta be to fire somebody while they out there trick-or-treating?
That's fucked.
I mean, Mark Davis ain't give no fucks. And I hope the Jets beat the brakes off the Raiders, bro. That is an organization that doesn't deserve no success whatsoever. They can laugh all they want. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't got no quarterback. They ain't got no goddamn coach. And I think the Jets are going to demolish them. They're going to take on all their little anger. And this is a chance for Zach Wilson to get right again, right? Because this is a must-win, Richie. You can slice this whatever you want to slice it. You know, and I know. The Jets don't win this game, it might as well be over with. It might as well be over with. You can't lose to a team with no coach and no quarterback, bro. That's another level of embarrassment. But I don't see the Jets fumbling this one away, man. It's just this is a perfect opponent to go beat up on before you go on Black Friday, and we finally get to get TD exactly where we want him. So go Jets.
Yep. Yeah, that, and then I also don't want you guys coming off of a loss as well, just going into Buffalo that following week. That's not something I want to see.
They'll beat the Raiders. That's it.
And another reason I have
bro.
to root for the Jets, because I don't want
better.
y'all anywhere near a top 5 pick, bro. I don't want any. I want to stay in my basement. Richie, get out of my way. Stop peeking down here. Stop getting frisky. Okay, the basement is for me and me alone, damn it. Okay, I haven't been down here ever. I'm starting to get a little comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Starting to get my nails. My nails going to get painted. And you know, 5 fingers fucking and fuck Miami on one. Miami on one and fuck on the other hand. It's perfectly for when I go to the drafts. So I need this for me right now. I need this. I don't want the Jets anywhere near us. Because I will get nervous the last game of the season, because I believe, Richie, I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. The Patriots are going to need to lose that game to get that top pick, and the Jets are going to need that win to get into the playoffs.
Damn.
And I believe that game is going to also determine the fate of the Dolphins.
Bro, you still got the Jets going to the playoffs?
I do. I have faith.
I can't no more, man.
Damn.
I have faith in them.
Damn. All right. Well, guys, that's going to have to do it for the game previews. But you know what? That doesn't mean that we can't talk about how exactly the specific players are going to play. And that's typically where we turn to one of our personal favorite daily fantasy sports apps. And you know what that's called, ladies and gentlemen? That is called... Damn it.
What is it called, Dan?
Sleeper. Sleeper Picks is hands down my personal favorite daily fantasy sports app, where quite literally, ladies and gentlemen, what we do is that we end up picking each and every single player prop, whether or not that it's above or less than what the projected stat lines currently are from that perspective. You can do anytime touchdowns, over under pass yards. So typically what we like to do on the show is we particularly like to whip out our phones and put together a nice little player prop parlay for the boys to fade, or perhaps for the boys to tail away. Definitely go ahead and check out Sleeper, one of our personal favorites. TD, would you mind pulling up your whip? Let's put together a little parlay here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, baby. Let's pull it on up. Let's do a little bit. Now, we're definitely going to have to ask for the help of Richie. And, of course, from the help from Tyson. So we can put together. Because, guys, like when I tell you that some of the returns on here are absolutely absurd, they're absolutely absurd. Sometimes you get like X100 multipliers. $10 to win 1,000. But you know what? Since we're all sitting here right now, we have 2 games that we're looking forward to the most. It's the Jets game, the Patriots game. Let's make a nice little sweet parlay for both of those games, particularly.
You know, they're not loading the Jets one until tomorrow, I believe.
Got it. We got the Patriots game up, though?
Yeah, Patriots coach is here.
Oh, boy, I can't wait to see this shit.
TD, can you disconnect and reconnect? It's really bad quality.
Oh,
can't see it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, is that darkness, or is that just me in the basement?
Oh, man.
Wait,
okay,
go back to what you had before. What'd you just click on?
Who, me?
We're good. Yeah, now we're good.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Oh, I think you meant this.
Yeah. You should do that.
Something's screaming at me right now, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, that. Perfect.
I'm
That's what I was
absolutely
wondering
loving
why we
that Jonathan Taylor anytime touchdown. I'm loving that one. I'm not sure if anybody else is feeling that way. And I also see that TD has several NBA tickets right now, I see.
Well, yeah, they working, baby. They working.
They
Pick
work.
the over on the Knicks tonight.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
missed
love it.
out on that.
And so I
But
love a Jonathan Taylor over anytime touchdown. Tyson, what do you
Yes.
like? Yes.
whatever the under is for Patriots, I don't give a damn if it's Mac Jones under 50 yards passing. You taking it. I don't give a damn, bro. Listen, man, you talking about sleeper app? We about to be asleep on this game. Cause I promise you this, bro. Ain't no way in hell my ass about to wake up at 9:30 in the morning and watch this bullshit.
So what about Mac Jones interception? Over?
Over. What's the over on that one?
Half? Just
Yep.
half?
Oh, he throwing a pick. You best believe that. You want to win some money? Listen to me, because I promise you he gonna throw a pick.
What about Zeke getting 31 yards?
No.
No.
That offensive line? Hell no.
No, we're hitting that
Absolutely not.
We're hitting that under.
Y'all doing nothing wrong.
I do like Gardner Minshew over passing yards since both of their starting DBs are out.
222?
Yeah. I like that a lot. Definitely like that a lot with Gardner Minshew. Absolutely love that. A 4 ticket.
Yeah, the other ones haven't loaded yet.
Nothing.
Somebody in the chat. I need to respond to somebody in the chat because I just love responding to y'all stupidity. Listen, the Cardinals ain't getting number 1 pick. Kyler Murray is reactivated, buddy.
Yeah.
I understand that Call of Duty just launched, but Kyler Murray is the quarterback now. They're gonna win the game. And guess who tomorrow's Thursday night football game is, ladies and gentlemen? It's a beautiful game I will be watching. The best game of the season. Panthers and Bears. Oh my. That game has heavy implications on the draft.
So you want the Panthers to win though?
I need the Panthers to win, right? Because the Panthers, number one, they're not trying to tank because the Bears own their pick. But they're right now they only have 1 win, so I need them to get to 2 wins. Now the Bears and Cardinals also play, right? So a lot of these bum ass teams, we all play each other. So that's pretty much going to determine the outcome of who gets that number 1 pick. So it isn't like, oh, the Cardinals are going to win another game this season. Well, they kind of have to because they play the Bears and Kyler Murray's back. Well, the Panthers ain't going to win. Well, they actually play the Bears tomorrow. So some of y'all need to really look at the top 5 draft picks and go see some of these bum-ass teams because they all play each other. Like the Giants all play these bum-ass teams. We play the Giants. We play the Broncos, right? So a lot of these, like, there's no way that a team, I don't think it's mathematically possible for any team to not win a game the rest of the season based on the fact of who they play.
Well, here are your sleeper picks, ladies and gentlemen. I had to add Josh Dobbs on here because he's at a half of touchdown. Like, I can't pass that up. I think he'll at least get 1 touchdown. And then Deshaun Watson's at a half a touchdown. He got to get at least 1, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. He looked good last week.
So yeah, that's just crazy. These 2 props being on here is like insane.
Those are insane. I'm gonna put a ticket myself in there with those 2.
Yeah, the Dobbs and Watson one. I'm shocked that it's at that line, but hey, I'm gonna take advantage of it. They better not screw me over
like that right now. I'm putting down some cash on that.
I'm not gonna cry about it. All right, let me submit this. All right, got my picks in. All right, cool. If you want to download the Sleeper app, remember the link is in the description of the video and it's also pinned in the chat. If you use the chat, it'll automatically take you there without using the code. But if you do get prompted to use the code, it is AFC East. Make sure you put it on. And the minimum deposit is $10. Now, Sleeper did change a few things. It used to be a minimum bet of $5, but now you could do minimum bets of $1, $2, $3, $4. It doesn't matter. So you can get several tickets in with just your $10 deposit. So take advantage of it. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at that. And so what I'm doing right now, bro, like I just put like the Deshaun Watson pass touchdown, Josh Dobbs pass touchdown. I threw in a Will Levis over 1.5 pass touchdown against Tampa Bay, and CJ Stroud over 1.5 against Cincinnati too. CJ Stroud, dude, who the hell ever would have thought that CJ Stroud would be the best rookie to come out that class, man? Holy hell. And to the Panthers, and so you're muted, TD. And so the Panthers screwed themselves with that, man.
It's gonna be interesting to see.
It's crazy. CJ Stroud is on some others. He needs to be drug tested. I'm calling it. This should be impossible. The reason why I say this is an anomaly and why this should not be the norm is because the Houston Texans were actually slated to get the number 1 pick before the season started, and everybody, including me, thought CJ Stroud was going to be the worst quarterback taken. Right? We couldn't believe that the Texans actually took him. And 2, if you look at the talent surrounding CJ Stroud, meaning the offensive line and the weapons, a bunch of no names. This shouldn't be possible, ladies and gentlemen. What he's doing, he already broke the rookie passing record, and we only in week 9. CJ Stroud is an absolute monster right now, and I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback come into the league, especially on a team they were like one of the worst teams last season too. Like they didn't have any talent around last year. So CJ Stroud, man, shout out to CJ Stroud. That he's going to be a beast for years to come. This isn't some type of fluke. If you really watch him like play, he's the real deal, man.
He really is, man. He really is.
Bro, when you see that kid arm, man, especially, I want you to think about that last pass in the back of the end zone, man. Just a straight bullet dart in the back of the end zone. It was crazy. I was sitting there watching him deliver throw after throw after throw, and all of these are big boy throws. Like, I gotta be honest, I was like shocked, like highly impressed, shocked. Like, man, Houston has no question whether or not they have their guy.
And so you think there's a world where the Texans beat the Bengals this Sunday?
There's a world.
I think there's a world where it could happen.
Not only is there a world that could happen, even if they lose, TJ Stroud about to show out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's gonna have a game.
Touchdowns.
Definitely over 1.5. And so Sleeper has him over 1.5. I think that's a lock.
Yeah, big time. It's great. And then you just look at, they lost to the Panthers the week before. It was like, and then a total flip of it. So it's just crazy, man.
And this is further proof. Let this be known to all you bum ass teams out there and fans that complain about the offensive line.
Yes.
This is proof
that
even with a bum offensive line
and no weapons,
that if you have a quarterback that can move and maneuver the pocket and manipulate it, there's no reason why you should really have a top 5 offensive line. Look at what CJ Stroud is doing, and the Texans don't have a great offensive line. I looked at some of the PFF on them just because I was curious. Bro, their offensive line is putrid. Their offensive line is putrid, and he don't even really have a number 1 receiver. Is John Mechie playing right now?
No.
No. So remember now, John Mechie had leukemia, right? Because he was one of my favorite receivers in college with Alabama, which he played with Mac Jones. So John Mechie is still recovering from leukemia, right? They don't really have any number 1 receivers on that team. Your quarterback, how do you judge your quarterback, ladies and gentlemen? You judge it whenever everyone around him is not perfect. Adversity, right? And you're seeing what CJ Stroud is doing with one of the worst rosters in the NFL constructed, because they came into the season not expecting anything, and they stuck him out there, and they were patient with him, and he's out here breaking records. So all you two, and I'm you know who I'm speaking. I'm speaking to Dolphins fans. That this is no excuse. Your offensive line excuses, throw them in the trash, right? Because this is further proof, and Mac Jones too, Patriots fans and Jets fans with Zach Wilson. If you have a quarterback like instead of CJ Stroud, it shouldn't matter what your offensive line looks like. But people apparently don't watch football. They don't understand it. They don't understand what the quarterback is supposed to be doing for an elite at that elite position.
That's something.
It's true, and it goes back to what I said earlier. The great quarterbacks are the ones that can handle bad situations. CJ Stroud has proven that he can do that. Zach Wilson's not. He needs everything to be perfect around him for him to play good football. Because he's not great.
And that's one of the scariest parts. Like honestly, man, that's the scariest part for with the Dolphins, with Tua. With a lot around him, we know what he can be. But having a lot around a quarterback on a long-term basis, year after year after year, just is not a realistic thing. That's why I feel like the Dolphins have a window of this year and next year, because after that, we can't afford to have Tyreek, Armstead, and all these people on the team. And what are we going to look like when a safety blanket like Tyreek ain't on the team? I don't know. All I know is what we looked like before he came, and it wasn't good. So that's one of the things that really makes me nervous long term. But if we win over the next 2 years and we win a Super Bowl, I can care less. But we have to do it. And that's why if we don't, we screwed.
And another great point, somebody put it in the chat, and I should have referenced this before. We should have known this with Joe Burrow. When Joe Burrow took the Bengals with one of the worst offensive lines in football, coming off an ACL injury, ladies and gentlemen, he took the Bengals to a Super Bowl, and it was an AFC Championship game again last back position. And people wondering why I want this team to lose and tank, because I understand, and who had Tom Brady for 20 years, I understand the importance of having an elite quarterback, a playmaker, because everything around you doesn't have to be perfect for you to win. It just doesn't. It's proof. Brady did it with a bunch of bums, and now it's exposing Belichick for the fraud that he is. If you have an elite quarterback in the most important position in sports, you don't have to have everything surrounding him to be perfect. You can have injuries. You can have offensive line troubles. Hell, your defense don't even got to be top 5 or top 10. You're going to win. You're going to win.
And that's one thing a lot of people didn't know about Brady. They still don't know, is that the Patriots spent the least amount of money in the entire NFL for like a 12-year stretch on the O-line. The least amount of money on the O-line position. But when you really look at film and watch Brady navigate the pocket, he can make a guy who literally just got beat 1-2 moves. Now you're back in position before he throws the ball. That's why the quarterback position is hard. It's the most intricate position. But I think a lot of people lose the sense of how intricate it is, because we want to take away all the things the quarterback has to do to make our guy look good. Instead of being elite in the pocket, shifting and helping your right tackle reset and get his block back, we want just the right tackle to just be better. Man, we're trying to take a lot of responsibility from great quarterback play and make it basic for them. And it's just not realistic long term. You need those guys who can make everything around them elite, not them make the quarterback elite. And the league is just losing that.
All right. Damn, man. It's definitely an interesting year. That's for sure. But hey, guys, it's almost about that time for everyone's favorite segment, the Patreon member segment. But we do have some more super chats to get through before we let in our first guest. The Wire is goated. Very good option.
Oh, awesome show.
Awesome coming in that we had a movie talk here for about 15 minutes. How would you know the AFC East is ass? We talk about suits. It's a great show. Great show. Onward. And so I built this shit. Me, brick by brick. Snowfall and Interstellar is Christopher Nolan's best movie. Yes.
I like Interstellar.
Yes.
Interstellar's goated.
We already know how TD loves Interstellar. If you go to the channel, you can check out the Dolphins Interstellar version.
Stop.
What do you mean?
I dropped a video last year of the Dolphins 23-year playoff drought, and I incorporated the Interstellar clip of them coming back from the planet. That you know how it takes them like twice the time goes by twice as fast, and so when they went back there after the Dolphins playoff drought, Matthew McConaughey's character looks at the memory wall, and it's all the memories of the past 23 years.
Hater.
Yeah, Richie, go check it out, man. It's on the channel. It's from last year.
I've seen that film like at least 40 times.
Yo, Master, show us the waves.
I don't have waves. I still got dreads, bro. I didn't cut my hair yet.
So, hey, TD. And so do you have a Dolphins tattoo? Hey, Richie, why did you go to the retreat last year? Dan, why does it look like you change rooms every stream? All right. Well, like my question. Well, I did. But this room right here, my friend, is permanent, baby.
Yeah. Studio's about to get built, bro.
The Dan Mitchell office is a work in progress. I just ordered a bunch of really cool stuff to put on the walls. So
your internet's better now. Your internet, you got some good Wi-Fi now.
Oh, dude, listen, man.
You got
Like,
that you got that 1 gigabyte.
Yo, bro, listen, my upload speed's like 500, and the last place I was at was at 50. I was like,
that's
okay.
crazy.
Yeah, dude, that's what
That's
I'm talking about.
insane.
But yeah, dude, fiber internet right now, bro. Nice new building with wires, have an office. Things are good. Things are good.
TD, do you have a dolphin tattoo?
You have dolphin tattoo?
Oh, yeah, I said I do. That's right.
Oh shit.
Is that the new? Is that the
nice,
old
you
logo
do?
or new logo?
New logo, baby. We got to win a new.
Do you think the Dolphins ever going to change their logo?
They're going to keep. They'll years from now. They invested too much in making this change,
Mm-hmm.
and if they do change it, I'd rather them go back to the old one.
Smart man.
So Richie just said, why did you go to the retreat? Well, yeah. So Richie, why did you go to the retreat?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go into it here, but if anybody follows my personal Instagram, you know I have another life outside of what I do here with football, and I like to go on a lot of retreats. I've been on many of them, 5 to be exact, and I will be going on another one this offseason, baby.
Darkness or just regular?
Yes, that's what I'm about to ask. Is the darkness retweet?
Darkness? Hey, some people...
It's the most
I
Aaron
actually would
Rodgers thing you could ask for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm a little more aligned with Aaron than some of you guys may think for other reasons, but he opened my mind to the darkness retreat, and I actually would love to do that. Not this offseason, but sometime down the line in my future for sure. They're yoga retreats, guys. Relax. We're not doing anything crazy.
Okay.
He's like, okay.
Or maybe. You never know, man. Open your mind. Hey, Richie, have you seen Ahsoka? Love the Clone Wars callbacks and the part where Nightfall Anakin Vader said, "You lack conviction." Gave me chills. Absolutely, I saw Ahsoka, and absolutely this gave me chills when I saw this. Are you kidding me? This was a great callback to the Clone Wars. I was so happy to see Hayden Christensen represent Anakin Skywalker. I mean, gets me to smile talking Star Wars, baby. This is what I'm talking about, baby. Come on now.
Wars channel and Richie's future.
Oh my gosh.
I like the Mandalorian. I think the Mandalorian is the best.
If I start from the
amazing.
beginning, how many am I going to be watching? Like,
Oh,
how big is this?
It's pretty big.
Well, there's
to me.
9 movies. The last 3 stunk. So, like, there's 6 films you should watch. That's like from the original George Lucas, and then Disney bought Star Wars, and then Disney made 3 movies, which was the most recent ones.
So are they all on Disney Plus?
They're all on Disney Plus.
All right, send me the order, bro, because I got to do it.
Well, you got thing is, would you watch them in order? I don't know, Richie, because we never watched them in order when they came out, right?
4, 5, 6, you got to watch first, in my opinion.
Yeah, so that's the prequel, but that's not usually how you would watch them, right?
So how do you watch a 4, 5, 6 and what? Go back to 1?
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 4, 5, 6 was the original trilogy that came out in the 70s. So that was like Star Wars with Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. I'm sure you've heard those guys before. And then George Lucas decided to tell the story of Darth Vader as a kid.
Oh, so going back. That's like
how he became. It's his origin story.
So
it's his origin story.
So episode 1, 2, 3 is Anakin Skywalker as a child growing up and turning into, which is Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars film, episode 3 of him turning into Darth Vader. So like you want to start it off in the order it came out, in my opinion. And also you watch the technology evolve.
So go 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
And then 7?
Then 7, 8, 9.
7, 8.
No, because he has to watch.
I would watch Rogue One.
The show, right? The Skywalker, and it's called Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I mean, and then there's so many different series that are fantastic. Mandalorian was the first series to come out. They're on season 4 now, coming out. Obi-Wan has a show. Boba Fett has a show, and they're all interconnected now.
So as a starter though, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7.
Watch Rogue One. Rogue One is a solo Star Wars movie.
Best Star Wars movie, in my opinion.
So watch that one after 3.
After 3, because that takes place in between 3 and 4. So write this down.
1.
I love
then after Rogue One, I'm going to 7.
Yeah, I would watch them. You know, if you're really into the Star Wars, definitely watch 7, 8, 9 to get an opinion on it. But just know it's like Disney took over, and there's a lot of negativity around it. And then watch The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is fantastic.
Mandalorian.
Obi-Wan. He has to watch Obi-Wan though.
Have you heard of Baby Yoda?
Where do I watch? No, where do I watch Obi-Wan?
All of it's on Disney Plus, bro. All of it's on Disney
Plus. I'm talking about in order. After 9? Or
that's
after Mandalorian?
You know who this is?
That's after 3.
Watch it after 9.
Okay.
Now I'm really getting exposed.
Obi-Wan. Okay, Obi-Wan.
He's a
Then
Jedi.
Mandalorian. All right.
Nice.
And then Ahsoka. I mean, and then you want to get crazy, you got to watch the Clone Wars. I'm just kidding.
No, you don't got to watch the Clone Wars, CD.
Why?
You really don't have to. Well,
Those are
one
the
is because it's
cartoons.
animated and it's gonna kind of feel out of place.
Even though, in my opinion, it's one of the best Star Wars story-wise.
It is, but it's still it'll seem out of place because it is animated.
So I can't watch it after all of them just because?
You can
No,
if you
yeah.
want to.
If you definitely should. And Rebels, don't sleep on Rebels as well.
Clone Wars,
Rebels is fantastic.
then Rebels. So
You
I
forgot. You
I
forgot
got
another
all-
one, Richie. You forgot Han Solo. You forgot Solo.
Oh,
movie.
Solo. Yeah, the Solo movie.
So Solo. So let me get this straight. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, Rogue One, 7, 8, 9, Obi-Wan, Mandalorian, Clone Wars, Rebels, Solo, and I'm a Trekkie.
It's about to take you about a couple months to
Trekkie is
watch
a
all
different
that,
whole
bro.
franchise. That's Star Trek, TD.
Is this not Star Trek? Oh, this
No,
Star Wars.
bro. Oh
Okay,
man, you ruined
okay,
it.
Star Wars. Okay, let me put
He said
this.
Star Trek. Imagine him
Trolling
watching
us.
Star Trek while watching Star Wars in the middle.
I'm just hey, listen. I'm gonna try. Hey, hopefully,
I would love to get a call from TD. Hey, yo, Richie. What's a
shit's true.
Jedi? What's a Jedi? What the heck does the Force do?
I know what
I
a
can't believe
Jedi
TD, you've
is.
never watched Star Wars before. That's insane.
I know what the Force and the Jedi, but I never watched one.
Oh, yeah, what's the
I've
Force?
never watched a single Star Wars
Uh-huh.
movie.
You gotta have a Force to make it light up, don't you?
Nah, man.
Oh,
No, that's
but
not
I'll
how it
learn.
works. That's
I'll
a
learn.
lightsaber.
I'll learn, okay? I'll learn, all right? I just know Darth Vader. I just know that stuff. So we'll see. I'll figure it out.
Oh,
I'm a watcher though. I love movies. Star Wars and Harry Potter is just something I never got into. Those things. So
Yeah, man. I hope you enjoy it, man. And
All
it's
right.
great. It's
I'll
excellent
check
stuff.
it out. I'll check the series.
Watch it with the wife. All right, let's get into the super chats, and then we'll get into the rest of the callers. 2023, the NFL became a defensive league again.
No.
Mm.
No.
Austin says, if the Bills keep failing, could you see Allen leaving or requesting out in
No.
a few years? This is a question for the whole podium.
No. No. Too much money.
What do you think, TD?
Big or requesting out? I don't see him requesting out. Number one, and man, like, no, he's gonna be in Buffalo.
He's too ingrained.
He's
too
a
ingrained.
15. He's a 15-year guy. He's the Tony Romo. I keep telling y'all, he's the worst type of quarterback to have. Good enough not to be good enough.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen is the Bills quarterback for like the next 15 years.
He is.
20 years,
He's
yeah.
a king in Buffalo.
And
Even
they'll
if
be
he'll
making
never
ex-
win.
Yeah, they'll be making excuses that he's gonna be Tony Romo. His whole career gonna be Tony Romo.
Even though I saw a picture of him at the podium today, he looks like totally stressed out. I don't know if that was a real picture, but like his hair's all over the place. He just looks like stressed.
Yeah, that was a
Like,
real picture.
Good.
He doesn't look good. Like he looks like Zach Wilson did last year at the podium. That's what I'm just saying. I'm not comparing him to Zach. I'm just saying like when Zach went to the press conference last year, you saw a defeated, stressed out kid. And Josh Allen looks defeated right now, Dan, at the podium. I don't know what your thoughts are with that.
Oh yeah, 1010%. Like right now, there's this meme going around about like him smiling when Dable was the offensive coordinator, and then when Dorsey, he just looks like absolutely disheveled. It definitely reminded me of like that one like Baker Mayfield meme too, like when he was like sitting at the podium like with like a stash and looking all sad as well.
Wasting Josh Allen career.
Caesar, Dan, is my thoughts daily. Rich deserves better than the Jets. I like Master at Work is a nerd. Matty Phillips can get it. Gen V. Fin up, TD.
Who the
This
hell
is
is
Caesar.
Matty Phillips?
Isn't this our graphics guy?
Yep.
What's up,
Yeah,
CJ?
that is. I don't know who the hell Matty Phillips is.
From Gen V. I think it might be the
Oh.
actress.
Is that the girl with the dreads?
I think it's a blood girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Shout out to you, Caesar. I appreciate it. I do deserve better than the Jets. I wish the Jets would make me happy. What do you think about Ben Johnson, Dan?
He's talking to
Dan
me
Mitchell.
because of the
And
fact
so I
that
like Ben Johnson of the
he's a
Lions.
rumor to be Patriots. Like next, all the
Um,
Patriots fans want him.
I feel like right now, if we do go for another head coach or an offensive coordinator, I would love Ben Johnson.
Yeah, first of all, if this is asking, can we get Ben Johnson as an OC? That's not happening. It has to be head
That's
coach.
not happening because he's going to be a head coach next season.
Yeah, it'd have to be head coach.
And every Patriots fans want this guy, man. When I tell you that's the number one name that comes up.
So Matty Phillips is actually the one that gets really small on Gen V, bro.
Oh my God, that one scene, Dan. I know it's you know what I'm talking about,
don't
bro.
remind me of that shit.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
AFC East Roundtable. With the AFC North having every team with a winning record, does that prevent the AFC East runner-up from the wild card spot? That AFC North is not going to look the same for the playoffs, just because I think that division itself is going to beat the shit out of each other. You'll see two teams out of that division.
Man, I disagree. All of them going to make it.
3 or 4.
Huh?
How many teams? 3 or 4.
I think the Browns-Ravens game this weekend will tell you all you need to know. If the Ravens win, then it's going to bring room for the rest of the AFC. If the Browns win, I'm telling you now, it's going to be a mess. All 4 teams can make it because they've already started beating up on each other, Dan. They've already clocked a lot of those losses.
So you're saying, as AFC East fans, we should be rooting for the Ravens?
This weekend, yeah, to beat the Browns, to knock them down, because if the Browns win,
I don't trust the Steelers.
It's not hurting.
Dude, we're definitely rooting for the Ravens this week again over the Browns.
For
100%.
sure. Everybody
if
should
the Browns win, we are
I
screwed.
thought that doesn't that
Wild
mess
card
up the
race.
number 1 seed for you, TD, since that's still in your
that's out of my
bro,
reach.
bro, the only
thoughts?
thing I'm worried about is just winning the division, getting my home playoff game so we can go win the Super Bowl. Because
I love how you said that with straight face.
Because listen,
like,
because if we don't win a division, I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to make the playoffs with what's going on in the North. They've already started beating up on each other. They already done played like 2-3 games in the division. So that's irrelevant. Them beating up on each other, they already have.
Did the Browns winning and the Steelers winning this weekend
Would be catastrophic in the AFC.
Absolutely.
It would be catastrophic
It would be a gauntlet to win this division to make the playoffs. I don't think there's a wild card team in this division if that happens.
Yeah, you gotta win your division to make it.
Do you think they should change the rule as winning the division doesn't guarantee you to make the playoffs?
No, I think they should keep it personally.
Well, imagine.
Oh wow,
yeah, that'd be crazy if they did, though.
Jim Harbaugh just got caught for cheating. We would be bringing him back. What made us great? Brilliant, Master.
Bring back what made us great.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You like that quote?
Go back to our roots.
Go back to the roots. Don, if things go the way they have the last 5 years, Bills beat Fish Week 18 in Miami, make wild card, and all will be well in the football world. Go Bills.
Listen, I just hope the Browns lose.
Tony wants to bench Zach Wilson. Appreciate you, Tony. Jetted out, showing his love to the Jets. We appreciate Jets fans still showing up after the L. Slippy, $5. Pats are losers, Jets are losers, Dolphins are losers, and the Bills are also losers. This division is a battle for who is the least smelly poop. Go Jets. By the way, did you guys see the post on our Instagram of like the edit of the frauds that our graphics guy so talentedly made? Did you guys listen to the song that I put on that post?
I did.
I thought it was pretty funny. Play it for you guys.
To the recorder.
Just the recorder. This song makes me crack up for no reason. It's just like the shitty version of
I hate that.
NFL
I hate
theme.
that song, bro. I hate it.
It's just like it reminds me of that Baker Mayfield meme when he's dancing and it's that clown song. That's what it reminds me of. Like, shout out Ghetto Gronk. Let's all just agree Miami is number 1.
No one's ever going to agree with that.
Dolphins number 1.
Yeah, where's that song or was that from? Like
It's from when
1901?
they were winning.
It's our song. We are.
I know it's your song.
Miami, no. Where is it from?
It's
Like
from
what
when
time?
they were
Was
70s.
it during the Dan Marino
Yeah.
eras?
It was. No.
Before
This
that,
was before
before
Dan
that.
Marino. It was
Before
from
that?
Bob Treese.
The greatest fight song ever.
Andy's in the chat. The only thing stopping Miami from losing this week is their bye week. Win a playoff game before you talk. Oof. The only thing holding the Jets back is their offensive line. Patriots are who we thought we are. Go Bills. Great super chat, Andy. And we shall see, man. The Jets won on their bye week, just because every one of you guys lost on our bye week. So we'll see if the Dolphins will lose on their bye week or win. Okay, Miss at Work. Raiders fans upset with you, trashing on his Raiders.
He knows I'm speaking facts.
Tyson's new secret. If we can't get my glorious honey bun, Caleb, then Mayday is always on standby.
Oh my God.
Goddamn right.
Mayday.
I can't with Tyson.
TD, you
Master
know you're
work.
afraid, right? TD knows it, bro. He knows the plan is coming.
It's just pathetic.
So
y'all.
apparently you piss off Zach, Master at Work, but it's all love. God bless all you guys. God works in mysterious ways, and we are all super blessed. Love y'all, man. We love you too, Zach.
Appreciate the super chat, Zach.
We love you too, bro.
It's great that you can show love, even though Master at Work drives you nuts, and I'm sure I drive some of you nuts, and I'm sure TD drives some of you nuts, and I'm sure Dan drives some of you nuts as well. And if at least one of us four did not drive one of you nuts, we're not doing our job.
So would you tune in? You know, this is why smart Dolphins wanted Lamar Jackson.
I wasn't Lamar Jackson. You already know how I felt about the situation, and I look at him.
And so that Chiefs game hurt my soul. So in a big moment to come up short like that. Oh, well, hopefully we get through the next 2 months in the W column. Fins up. We have a lot to work on.
Great take, Rob.
Great. Mike. And so the AFC East equals the AFC least. What was I telling you about the North being number one? Just playing. Keep up the good work. That's Browns guy right there.
Yeah, I remember, Michael.
That's our resident Browns guy coming on in.
Congrats on being right, Michael. I knew you were we all knew the AFC North was the best division for years and years and years. We were just, besides Master at Work, blindly
we were trying to manifest it. We were trying to manifest
that will be like the powerhouse for once. But once again, the AFC North continues to be the powerhouse.
It continues to reign.
AFC East fan, let me know if my sleeper ticket is good. What is it? Jonathan, send us your sleeper ticket.
Show us the ticket, baby.
Send us over your ticket on our Discord or on Twitter or something.
Attack on Titan is goated.
I love how we're getting some people's favorite shows and movies in the chat.
No.
I knew what he was referring to. Trust me, I've heard the murmurs.
Ben to the Pats.
Ben.
I want Lincoln Riley, honestly.
Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, because we get Caleb. You know?
Looks like the Roundtable is a bunch of squares. Fins up.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I don't know what that means. Am I missing something?
I have no clue. It's probably some type of
Reverend William.
Well, thanks for the super chat.
Rev? Congregation's a bunch of squares, Rev.
Guys, if you're joining the show here, don't forget to smash that like button. We don't even have 500 likes smashed. I thought
that's an issue.
We had better. I think it's because we're all losers this week, so no one's really wants to support the channel. The views are down. Yeah. The like buttons are down.
Yeah,
the vibes are down.
Dude, you know what, man? Like, when no one's here to gloat, I mean, things just,
Like, we need at least one winner to puff their chest. Like, we needed Dan Mitchell to beat the Bills. We needed me to beat the Chargers. Or TD to beat the Chiefs, and then there'll be a different story right now. But we're all in our misery. Miss my super chat. Love the show. Did we miss your super chat? Did we not read it? Abram John, let me go back and check. Make sure I didn't skip over your super chat. Or is this? Oh wait, no, didn't we read this?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did read this. We appreciate the super chat. $10, very generous. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, man. All right, you guys ready for some Patreon members?
Let's bring them on in.
But they got to hit the like button before we bring on the Patreon.
Yeah, we do. 500 at least.
What?
Hit the like button. Let's go.
Isn't that reveal so cool?
What's that?
I do like it.
Yeah, I know.
And so it's what's never mind. I'm gonna spare people that joke.
Nah, say it, Dan.
I said that's what the like button's doing right now. It's opening up, baby. Smash that.
Oh God, I don't know what to expect from these Patreon members. I really don't.
Man.
All right, you guys ready for it?
Yeah.
Jimmy Casket.
Hey, TD and Dan, what did I say last week? I said
What?
Dan Mitchell that the Bills will keep it competitive, but they have no shot in winning. And for the Dolphins, I said y'all gonna lose to the Chiefs. You haven't beat a single good. It's week 10. You haven't beat a single good team. And look, I know I just got my ass kicked on Monday night, but the good news is that this was the hardest game left on our schedule, and so it's smooth sailing from here on out. Yeah, I mean, TD, why are you making that face, bro?
Jimmy, man, why you doing this, man?
TD,
doing this?
TD, get out of here, bro.
Why are you doing
But
this, Jimmy?
you can't beat a single good team. Bro, you couldn't even score a single point in the first half against the Chiefs. Dolphins fans told me this was the greatest show on surf. But you can score all you want against the Broncos, 70 points, but it doesn't mean shit when you can't score a single point in the first half. Like what is this? The greatest? I thought this was supposed to be the greatest offense of all time. And we have Dan Mitchell over here. Literally, his name was like Fire Ken Dorsey like 10 minutes ago. So you already know he's done.
Done.
So we'll beat him too. I was watching his stream. You know, he was depressed, drunk, and pissed. So
I was.
yeah.
Indeed.
And I think the Browns is probably our hardest game left. But the good news for the Jets fans is that help is on the way. Help is on the way. Guess who's gonna be back for the second Miami game and the Browns game? My boy Aaron Rodgers, bro. Hey man, I see his progress every week, and I'm officially have faith that he's gonna be back soon. He'll be back in like 4 or 5 weeks. Guarantee it, bro. He's coming back. He's not giving up, and he's gonna prove you all wrong. All right, he's not retiring. He's coming back. But Richie, what was that tweet I saw yesterday? Like, bro, we're not.
Which one?
We can't bench Zach. Do you actually want to bench Zach Wilson?
Do I want to?
Yeah, I saw that tweet.
My tweet?
Yeah, it was like, are we surprised that the Jets haven't benched Zach Wilson yet?
I know my tweet was. I'll read it to you, Jimmy. You have it wrong. Am I the only one not shocked that the Jets aren't benching Zach Wilson? Because everybody was shocked when they heard that Robert Saleh is not benching him, and I wasn't expecting him to be benched.
It's good because we don't want Trevor Siemian, bro. People think that
I don't know if my tweet came out that way, but I guess
no.
It got
I
misinterpreted.
see everyone saying that Zach Wilson is the main problem, but it's not his fault that Al Lazard can't catch a fucking ball and someone drops in the fucking end zone and the fucking false start penalties. Yes, he is a problem, but he's not the main problem. I don't know why people are saying to bench Zach Wilson. Like he's not the problem, bro.
Jimmy, if you want to get I'm go check out my film breakdown this morning because I broke it down and I know exactly where you're coming from. So we shall see, and hopefully Aaron is our receiver.
Hey, help is on the way. Help is on the way. If anyone can fix this offense, is a 4-time MVP.
Aaron
you know the
Rodgers.
hilarious part about Alan Lazard is he wouldn't even be a Jet if it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Like, whose fault is that? Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, talk about a quarterback that makes a wide receiver get paid. This guy, Alan Lazard, is robbing this Jets organization right now. This guy stinks. He's not even average. He's below average. The guy can't catch and has penalties every game. He's doing nothing. And I think the reason why he, got paid is because of the greatness of Aaron Rodgers making plays, and he's a solid blocker. That's it. When you have a bad quarterback, he's no help for a bad quarterback. So it is what it is, man. And, and Jimmy, I hear you on Zach, but the reality is Zach is a problem, but he's not the problem. And that was my point. If that makes sense.
Hey.
What's up, Lissell?
Hey, guys. Don't start laughing, TD, because you haven't won either. You haven't won either. You haven't won.
I ain't say nothing, so I ain't say nothing, bro.
Yeah. But you're smiling, thinking that, look at me, like I'm in the dumper too, because my thing is correct. all three of us are frauds, but you're the biggest fraud of them all. Your team is the biggest fraud of them all. And here's the thing: I actually had a great relationship with Dolphin fans. And when I was in high school, there was a lot of Dolphin fans in my high school, and they were good people. They were nice people. But now I'm going into this, and now I'm like, no. Now I'm starting to feel like you guys are the Cowboys of this division.
No, they're not.
Because well, close to. Okay, how about this?
They can't be the Cowboys. The Cowboys have 5 rings.
No. I don't mean it like that. I mean it like in the sense of their fans. They have like a certain type of like, oh, we're gonna do all this. Oh, we're gonna do all that. Oh, we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Oh, we're gonna do this. I meant that, not in the sense.
Oh,
of like,
you're talking about expectations for the fan base.
Yeah. That's
Gotcha.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. They're all up in their own ass and up in their own like cheeks, and they're all like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then they always falter at the end. That's what I feel like the team is.
This year's different.
Oh yeah. You better hope. Like I said, when I was watching your stream against the Chiefs, you guys better beat us because you wouldn't want to see me on this table on that week. You wouldn't want to see me because here's the thing: the reason, and I think we're the least fault because in that game, what have we shown that we didn't show in the other games? We have a great defense, but we always get F'd by our offense. That's what happened in that game. So we're not frauds. We're just who we thought. Like what Matt Trevor said about the Patriots. We just are who we thought we are. We are good. We have a great defense, but we don't have a good offense. So, but you guys are the worst frauds. Because you're not supposed to have a great offense, but every single time you face against a good opponent, you guys always falter. You guys never beat them. Oh, you got those 14 points against the Chiefs, but then at the end, I think I heard Tua missing an open wide receiver about 30 yards again. I think I heard that shit. That's what always happens to your team. That's what always happens. And I can't wait for their downfall because I get to see all those faces that I saw in the Chiefs. They were tried to see. And I saw you saying the truth to all the Miami Dolphin fans. I understand you want to do something different here, want to be confident, want to be showing off. But that TD is going to show up more times than not in the second half. So also after work, I like that you're rooting for our team, but it's also pretty weird. It's also pretty weird because we've both been rivals for the Patriots and the Jets have been rivals, even though the Jets haven't been good for years. And seeing someone root for you that has been rooting for your downfall all these years is pretty weird.
Well, let's not get it twisted, Lascelles. I'm not rooting for you because I like you. I know. You ever seen the show Taboo with Tom Hardy? I have a use for you. I have a use for you. Okay, and I need you to be of use, and I need you for that use.
Yeah.
And when I don't need you anymore, I'll discard you. But at this moment in time, I need the Jets to be good and to win this division.
It's like when two guys are interested in the same girl, and that one of the guys are like, no, you can take her. You're looking at that. You're like, okay, I finally get this girl, but you're looking at that guy like, where are you planning? You're up to something, aren't you? You're up to something. You're very much up to something. That's what this is like. But I'll let it slide because we need these wins. Hopefully, we beat against Oakland and we beat them. Actually, I want the Bills to win. I want everyone to win so that the Dolphins lose their bye week. I hope that they lose their bye week.
Because why? We won our bye week, baby. And the Dolphins are going to lose them. Oh, my gosh. How are you going to feel about that, TD? Because the Jets won on their bye. But
listen.
Are the Dolphins going to win on their bye?
Yeah. I mean, let's go Raiders. I want the Patriots to win.
I'm surprised you're not TD Raiders talk.
I will be. Don't worry. Just like the Chargers. I tried to tell you.
TD Raiders talk.
Congrats, TD.
How many
Let's go,
more
Knicks. Let's go Knicks, by the way. Glenn.
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 Hello, how y'all doing tonight?
That's good.
Hey, I did watch Star Wars in the movie theater, and I had a big old Millennium Falcon, had all the Star Wars figures. Wish I would have saved them and not you played with them though. That's a lot of money I gave up. Good a gad.
What year did Star Wars come out? What year did Star Wars come out in the movie theater, Glenn?
76, or no?
Oh,
78.
so that was about 4 years after the Dolphins won their last Super Bowl. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You like Star Wars?
But, I watched. Yeah, well, today's my birthday, but that's beside the point.
Oh, that's not besides the point.
Besides the point, bro.
Whoa, what do you mean that's just besides the
Happy
point?
birthday, bro. What are you, 120? What are you, 120?
Chat, wish Glenn a happy birthday right now. Everybody wish happy birthday to Glenn.
I'm 55.
Guys.
Happy
Okay,
birthday, man.
congratulations, man. Congratulations. We need you to stay. We need you alive and healthy for another 55, so we can watch the Dolphins demise for another 55 years, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time. God, I mean, everybody says, well, if we win one, we'd be happy. But I won when I was so young that first of all, I thought we win now almost every year, especially in the early 80s. I thought we'd be in the Super Bowl every year. But hey, Richie, you do have two. I watched the team for the first time. Really?
Oh, no, Glenn.
And you do have two corners. I was thinking, would you ever think about trading a corner for a first-round draft choice to get a better quarterback?
No. I mean, I don't think that's possible.
Crazy.
Well, for a quarterback,
possible.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
you could probably
what quarterback are we? What quarterback are we trading for?
Either one. For a cornerback, you trade one of your cornerbacks to Chicago for one of those picks.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I mean, I'd rather just give up our future picks if we were going for a quarterback. we ain't giving up.
Boy, he ain't letting Sauce go, Ori, boy.
Sauce. Those boys are different. See, Glenn knows they're different. See?
Yo, Richie,
see, you can't even just praise our corners. You got to put me on the spot and tell me I got to trade them. I ain't trading these guys.
Telling me that you wouldn't trade Sauce for Caleb Williams.
But you have to have you could get a quarterback next year in the draft. You trade for Chicago. And Chicago probably give them up for one of those cornerbacks.
Oh, 1,000%.
I think we can get the first. If the Jets want to trade up for Caleb Williams, we can do it without giving up Sauce.
Richie, don't even play like that, bro. Don't even play me.
Hey, what's going to be funny now? What's going to be funny is, New England will have all that first round, that first pick picked up, and then they don't beat the New York Jets for the 17th time in a row. And screw them out of the and get
Richie, I swear to the Lord, if it's the last game of the season and we beat you and it costs us Caleb Williams, Drake May, you will be my arch enemy for life, bro. Don't play with me, bro.
Like the pick.
Do not play with me.
Hey.
I'm like Dan right now. I'm confused. Hold on. You mean to tell me, just hypothetically, if Aaron Rodgers said I'm not coming back?
Honestly, you know what I've noticed about you, TD? I'm not a fan of your hypotheticals.
Obviously.
Your hypotheticals are so out there.
How is that out there? You won't trade one of those corners for Caleb Williams?
I would.
Yeah, all right. I'll trade DJ Reed. Fine. You got DJ Reed. Get me Caleb Williams.
But hey,
Sauce ain't going nowhere.
Hey, and about this fraud thing, right? So at the beginning of the season, how many people said that we would be 6-3 at 9 wins?
You're right. TD didn't say that. He said you'll be 9-0.
Well, that's right.
But and what is our record against winning teams at home?
0-something.
We ain't played none.
0-0.
0-0. So Jets won 2 of those games at home and lost the one on the road.
What's your next game, Glenn, against a winning team at home? Who is it?
That depends on if the Jets win any games. No, it'll be the Jets if they win.
Dallas
we're playing at MetLife.
At home.
Dallas is the next one, Christmas.
Well, yeah, Dallas is the last
one.
Ooh,
Christmas again. Y'all remember what happened last Christmas?
Stop it.
But, the last time we played at home against a winning team, was last year against Buffalo.
Uh-oh. What happened there, Dan?
What I
I don't
mean,
remember.
everybody says, well, and nobody picked us to win these 3 games. I have us at I actually thought we would be like 6-4, or 5-4 at this time.
Yeah, my real prediction was 5 and 4. So 6 and
Stop
3.
lying to these people, TD. You didn't
No,
say that
5 and 4.
nonsense.
So
It was
Maybe
5
on
and 4.
TD Finstock on the roundtable, you're not saying that.
and
Yeah,
actually
that's
to
right.
win your division, you do have to beat the bad teams.
You're right.
You can't be losing to the bad teams,
Mhm.
or you're
Bills.
not winning. But you never seen New England lose to the bad teams, hardly ever.
You also
always
got to
beat
beat the
bad
teams in your
teams.
division,
But
too.
we also beat good teams. So I mean,
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
And we're about to.
And most time, New England would split, and that's all they had to do against good teams is split.
in our defense, the division was so trash for so long. We didn't
That's
really have to do
right.
much to win it.
Exactly. Actually, you had it won by about now.
There
The
was
division was
no
over.
competition in the division.
No.
Well, Glenn,
didn't
I
have
want to
anybody.
wish you on behalf of the roundtable happy
Glenn.
55th birthday.
But-
I would love to give you something. I mean, you give so much to this
No,
roundtable.
no.
Come
I
on,
got
who's your
everything
favorite
I
Dolphin?
need.
I want to give you a
I
jersey.
got everything I have.
You're a Tyreek Hill guy,
I
aren't you?
need.
Jalen
Larry
Ramsey.
Zonka. He's a Larry Zonka
I'm a
fan.
Dolphin fan. I don't go with players.
You're a Dolphin fan. All right. We'll keep that in
I'm
mind.
a Dolphin fan. I don't go with players. Players come in and out. Dolphins
Well,
don't.
Glenn, I want to take care of you. You deserve a birthday
Yep.
present
No.
on behalf of me.
Hey, you guys have a good night. I enjoy
You
you,
too.
but I would trade a corner to Chicago. I would.
Me too.
So
And like
even
this
if
is
he
nuts
doesn't
or
start
not.
even if he doesn't start next year, he'd still be behind Aaron Rodgers for 1 year. And
All right,
then
I'll
you're
start making-
off
I'll
the
start making-
running.
All right, Glenn, you're on
I'm
to
just
something.
saying if it's possible.
All right, Glenn.
Okay,
We appreciate
talk
you.
to y'all later. See you
Thanks.
next week.
Thank
Later.
you, Glenn.
Should I make a YouTube
I
video
bet he-
tomorrow? The New York Jets should trade
Sauce
Sauce Gardner for the first pick next year. Should I
and
make a video?
DJ Reed. I
And
give
Yeah,
DJ
no.
Reed.
No.
And
no,
Quincy
no, no,
Williams.
no,
Never
no,
happened.
no. Now it's just Now
And
it's
Quinnen.
TD trying.
Quinnen and
No, no,
Quincy.
no,
Get
just-
all.
No,
The brothers.
no, one of them. Yo, listen, man, listen. I think Salah's a good enough defensive coach that he's going to be able to get the most out of whatever DB takes their place. It's definitely not going to be Sauce level, but
Sauce is
I mean-
generational, Dan. You can't just give up on him.
ship off DJ Reed in a second for that first
What?
overall pick. You wouldn't do that?
Oh, DJ Reed, yeah. Sauce, nah.
And so you do DJ Reed and a second round pick for the first overall pick.
First of all, the Bears are not accepting that. They need more picks.
Okay, well, like a pick package and DJ Reed.
Yeah, I'll do that. Sure. DJ, I love you, though. You're another number one rated PFF corner in the league for a reason.
Because he better than Sauce.
Yeah, I mean, all pro Sauce.
What up, man?
What's up, man?
How's a good life, bro?
What's up, Izzy?
No, I was listening to that conversation about the corner and the quarterback thing, and I was like, yo, yeah, I'd trade Sauce for that first overall pick.
I would
Look,
too.
there was a game this year
I can't believe this
where
is
they
even
had no
talking.
DJ Reed and they had no Sauce, and they still won the game because that defense still lit that team up with no Sauce and no DJ Reed.
That's what I'm saying.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, but his name is Sauce.
Look, I put Sauce on my wings, but I will give up Sauce for life for a Super Bowl win. You are tripping right now, bro. You are on one.
Hey, first of all, none of these quarterbacks are guaranteed. Okay, the Jets drafted
Caleb
two
Williams is
quarterbacks.
guaranteed.
Your corner
So
is
is
not
not.
guaranteed either. You
Well, he
tell
is-
me
he's
you rather
guaranteed
have
right now.
Darrell Revis years with the Jets from now on with nothing than try and go for a generational quarterback. Stop it.
Hey, generational quarterbacks are.
I would do it for
overrated. I
Michael
gotta see him
Penix
get to the
Jr.
NFL.
I would do it for Michael
right.
Penix Jr. You're tripping right now.
I'll push it. I'll be the moron on my channel to say Jets should trade Sauce Gardner for everybody.
You'd be the
in
smart
draft.
one, along with everybody else.
I'm-
But
I'm the
this
smart
week, none of us got any real shit to talk. Like we all lost, so there's no bragging rights this week. Sorry. And so with that, I'll just talk about my Bills and where we're at. And my man Dan is, fire Ken Dorsey, and Ken Dorsey definitely deserves some of the blame for what's going on in Buffalo. Josh Allen needs to shoulder some of that blame, even though he leads the league in touchdowns. Look, A lot of those touchdowns came in games where we blew teams out. They did. The Raiders, the Commanders, the Dolphins. Like a lot of those touchdowns came in those games. And even in his bad games, he's still putting up 2. So still better than 2 in his bad games, but not the point. Josh Allen tends to take plays outside of their structure. Like the interception he threw when he was throwing to Gabe this past week. Diggs was open in the flat, and he was going to get the first down. But Josh looked at Gabe, hesitated, and then threw it. And it's like, Josh, come on now. Diggs is right there. Your boy's right there. Your guy is right there. Hit your boy with the ball. Yeah. He might have been trying to get the corner to bite on it, but he did. But the corner didn't bite. So throw it to Diggs.
Yep.
He clearly went off of him. And so, like, Josh isn't perfect. He's damn good. He's not perfect, and no quarterback is. But, like, Mahomes is up there with him in turnovers this year. So that's the thing. But Mahomes doesn't have a Diggs or a Reek. He doesn't have one of those guys.
He doesn't.
You know, and Tua's got 2 of those guys, even though one of them's always hurt with Waddle. And he's finding a way to beat these bum-ass teams. But, you know, it is what it is. We got Josh. What they're trying to do in Buffalo, if you ask me, my opinion, and this is from the bottom of my heart, they're trying to force Josh to mature faster. They're trying to force him to play within the scheme, to learn the right reads, and then once you've learned all the facts, you can then bend them to your leisure. But he's resisting, right? His natural instincts are resisting that. And so he needs to grow the fuck up, be the great quarterback that he can be within the scheme, and then bend it to his leisure. Because everybody's saying, let Josh be Josh. Well, Josh being Josh gets us deep into the playoffs, but then we lose. We need Josh to play within the scheme, then learn to bend it within his leisure when it's necessary. And then when it comes time to where you have those tough games, you can get back to playing within the scheme. That's the problem here. It's not one guy or another. It's a lot of different things that just aren't gelling together just yet. They can get this together. Question isn't if, it's if, or it's not can they, it's if they can and when they will. So I'm not for fire anybody. I'm for get your shit together because it's there to be had. Dorsey's not calling bad plays. The plays are being executed like shit.
So the issue is the tempo of the offense.
I agree with that. And that could be both Dorsey and McDermott.
Yeah. So, like, I'm all fine for, like, having him make a transition, but one thing that they need to realize about Josh Allen is that the longer you give him to think in the huddle,
the longer it is, the worse it is.
Is not good for him.
Yeah.
Up tempo.
He's instinct. He's instinct. And I agree with that 100%. Exactly. Go up tempo. Look, when we go up tempo, we run down. TD mentioned this before. You know, when you get Josh Allen, he's got 4 or 5, 6 plays and scoring touchdowns. That's when he's lights out. But you give him 13 plays and scoring touchdowns, he's got to do it again. You're asking too much of him. He's not that guy. And TD was right about that part. I got to give TD his props when he sees something.
Have to be.
But he also says Tua is the best quarterback in the NFL, which is just ludicrous. But
hater.
When somebody is right about something, you got to give them their flowers. And here TD.
Get my Super Bowl flowers. Super Bowl flowers, baby. That's
right. You don't get no Super Bowl flowers because y'all losing the first round of playoffs. But that's not the point.
As long as you know we going.
He's the man.
Oh, man. Shout out to Izzy, dude. Love that guy.
Shout out to Izzy, man. The absolute bro of bros.
The bros of bros. Appreciate you, man.
Bros, dude.
Lowski.
AFC East Roundtable. Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
Good, bro. How about yourself?
Been better, man.
Now that we got the pleasantries out the way, let's get down to business, baby. First and foremost, let's go Knicks, baby. Okay, second off, hey, TD, I don't know why you sitting up there so comfortable smiling, my boy.
First place, baby.
First place of what? First place of what? Y'all first place frauds. That's what y'all are. Okay? Don't sit up there too comfortable like y'all did something. Because y'all ain't do nothing but lose to another good team with y'all bum ass. Okay? Make sure your wife gets you some of that common tea. Because you're going to need it, my boy. Okay? Damn, Mitchell, what you getting weak for? Huh? What? How many times are you going to lose to the damn Bengals? Huh? What's wrong with you, damn Mitchell? You steadily getting weak. Like y'all, all I see on y'all 2 channels is fraud alert. What's up with that? Huh?
I don't know.
All nothing but videos of frauds, scammers, huh? And then you got the audacity to try to call me out, TD. TD, boy, I'm telling you, Black Friday can't come fast enough.
It sure
Because
can't.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be a reckoning on y'all.
That's right.
The fish is gonna be fried on Friday. You best believe that. We coming for y'all, dog. Nothing but frauds. Huh? You know it, TD, too. You know it.
Bro, I already said you ain't get my blood pressure up. I'll deal with you on Black Friday.
Your kids don't get your blood pressure up enough.
I'll deal with you on Black Friday.
That's my job. That's my job. You got beautiful, good kids over there. They don't get your blood pressure up enough. They don't get it up enough. I'm here to get it up. We gonna kick your ass. You best believe that. And you gonna need some common tea with tequila. You best believe that, my boy. Huh? Up there lying to these folks. Talking like you all that. Boy, y'all ain't nothing. And y'all gonna lose on the bye week too. Cause y'all trash. Tuna fish trash.
2 weeks, bro. 2 weeks.
Man, I'm sorry, man.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Can't beat that good team. What good team y'all gonna beat? Huh?
It ain't gonna be y'all because y'all ain't good.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. We gonna come in with a winning record. You can best believe that, my boy.
And you're gonna take an L. You're gonna take an L.
Yeah. We gonna see. Your defense is trash. Ramsey don't mean a damn thing. It's garbage. Your offensive line is wet paper tissue, Nick. I'm telling you. Huh? Wet paper tissue.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. You better be prepared. JTS, Jets.
Let's go, King Lowski.
I ain't gonna come in and call everybody frauds except the Jets. He can keep it 100.
That's what I was gonna say.
I was just waiting to see if he was gonna keep it even and go down the line and make sure he included his team, but he didn't. It's all right. 2 weeks, Lowski. 2.
Shout out to you, King Lowski. You're the freaking man. The entertainment he brings is so...
It's incredible.
Seems like the chat loves him.
He gonna get it. He gonna get it in 2 weeks.
he said, y'all about to lose the bye week too.
I can't even imagine what would happen if the Jets beat the Dolphins in 2 weeks.
I ain't showing up. Right, and I couldn't imagine it either. I couldn't imagine it either. Man.
Oh, he's thinking. You saw his face? You saw it, TD, you just thought about it. What would actually happen?
Man, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. It ain't happening, though. It ain't possible. But boy.
King Lowski said, only fraud is that child we have a quarterback. He calls Zach Wilson a child all the time. I love it. He comes in my podcast. He's like, hey, yo, Richie. Hey, yo, Jack. We got to get that child out of the damn off the damn team.
Wow.
Damn it. Get that child out of the offense for the love of God.
It's the best, man. It never change. Never change. All right, we got 2 more Patreon members. Andy.
What's going on, boys?
What's going on, man?
So, now that this division is dog shit, who we all drafting? Because ain't nobody making it out of the first round by the way all these teams look like.
Y'all ain't getting Caleb. Y'all ain't getting Drake May. That's all I know.
Dude, I've been watching a lot of the draft shit, and they're telling that what they're saying. The Patriots are looking like they're trying to take either a tight end or a fucking O-line.
They're not. They're just people
going
trolling.
by what I'm hearing, man.
No, they're just trolling. They're trolling because the reason why that is happening is because they're going by the mock drafts and what would do if Belichick was the coach. But Belichick ain't gonna be the coach to make those draft picks. So y'all can say what y'all want. We already know what's gonna happen. He ain't gonna be the coach.
Andy, who are you looking at for the Bills in the first round? What position are you looking at?
Wide receiver.
Quarterback.
Yeah. No, yeah, I want a wide receiver really bad.
Roma Dunze from Washington.
In fact, I'll tell you what, bro. I will be at the Senior Bowl. All right, and I will be scouting out these
just decided it.
I'm going.
But I gotta go, guys.
All right,
Andy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate
dude.
it, man.
I mean, honestly, like I have no excuse not to go to the Senior Bowl. It's like an hour and a half away from
I
me.
almost went to the Senior Bowl, Dan, when the Jets coached it 2 years ago.
Who's
didn't
coaching
go,
the
though.
Senior Bowl this year?
It's usually a shitty team, which is why the Jets did it 2 years ago. I don't know if that's announced yet.
So it might be the Patriots.
Look at the face of a researcher, Dan. Look at that.
Who is coaching the Senior Bowl this year?
It has to be a new coach. It has to be a first-year coach.
No,
first
or
second year. Yeah.
Going into their second year.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Regardless,
all right.
I'll be there.
Last caller, we got Making Waves, ripping the vape, baby.
Make waves.
What up? What up?
What's up, guys?
What up, man?
What's up, dude?
Hey, Master. I just want to let you know I really think that the Giants are the ones that are going to be getting Caleb this year.
Over my dead body, they will. I tell you right now, bro. If we lose to the Colts, all bets are off now because Mac Jones ain't gonna be starting quarterback, and Belichick gonna be gone.
The Giants are really good at losing and getting injured, though.
And the Patriots aren't.
Touche.
And the Patriots aren't.
Touche. Hold on a second.
Man, those are the two teams that cannot have Caleb Williams. Either of them.
He wants to brag again.
No, I don't.
About his Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens.
He deserves the brag. Come on here, buddy. Brag to us. They're the best team in the NFL.
Who's the best team in the NFL, Blake?
Him.
No, who's the best team? What's the best team? Now, who's the best? Who's your favorite?
My favorite?
Yeah.
My first favorite?
No, who's your favorite team in the NFL? Not what's the best team in the NFL? He's being weird. What's your favorite, by the way?
I'm his favorite. Let's go. What's his name?
Blake.
Blake. You're my man, Blake. I appreciate that. Let's go.
Richie? Come on, man. The Ravens and Richie? Man.
Yeah.
See,
Ravens
he loves greatness. He loves greatness.
He likes ours.
Taste, you know?
He likes what?
Ours.
He likes the R's. Ravens and Richie.
Yeah. Dan, real quick.
Yeah.
Don't let those people stress you out about washing your hands. That's ridiculous.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
That was hilarious.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm talking about. Number one,
real quick, I'm glad we don't see Texas this year, to be honest with you, because that guy is insane.
The Jets are versing him this year.
Yeah, I know that sucks for you guys, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what he does against our defense for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, I know. Like I don't know. He does like supernatural stuff, you know.
Yeah.
TD, I want to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever looked at Tua's eyes in all the games that we've lost when we get towards the end?
Tua's eyes?
Yeah.
No.
Look back at some of the end of the games when they show him running off. He has fear in his eyes, and that's scary. He's a good quarterback.
There's been a lot of fear talk lately with Tua.
I literally, I saw it in the Packers game, I saw it in the Bills game, and I saw it last Sunday. And he has like this face that's not his normal face.
I know. I know what you mean. He does look a little more, and it's like his eyes are a little bit more like red. His face is a little bit more stressed.
So you're telling me Tua has a smile.
I noticed that whenever I noticed he's been smiling a lot lately after he does some stupid shit.
He does, but when he comes back,
is this like a nervous smile? Is that like a nervous smile? TD, you know what I mean? Like whenever there's like a 3 and out or a bad pass for incompletion, he smiles and then goes to the sideline. Is there a reason for that?
It's hard to put like what it is on it because it's so weird, man. You saw faces with Flores, now you're seeing a joyous, but then sometimes when you lose, it's like I can't put my hand on it. But one thing that I am gonna tell you about him on that field that sucks, that I don't like, but I understand why he does it. He's not gonna stand in there and take that blast hit in sacrifice to deliver that ball in a critical moment. He's gonna always shy that body away because I think he's really focused on just staying healthy. And
that's a smart thing, though. That's smart from him, though.
Yeah, but like it makes you look at when you looked at quarterbacks with Kirk Cousins, the little series, right? Look at how many plays to win the game Kirk Cousins will make by let me get this win, and sacrifice myself. We're not going to get that. It's smart for his long term, but some of them games you need. So it's smart for his long term and his benefit to stay healthy. But for the team, if you're not taking one for the team ever, it's tough, man. But I understand why he's doing it with this history. But it sucks for the Dolphins. It sucks for us whenever we need it most if he has to go through that, you know? So,
hey, guys, I just got an alert from my work. I got to make another phone call. But I just wanted to let you know that everybody that says the Dolphins are frauds, we can win every fraudulent game that we have to against people that are lesser than us if that gets us into the playoffs, as long as we show in the playoffs. I don't really care if we lose all of the important games, as long as we make it to the playoffs and show up in the playoffs as a full offense and a full defense and put it together a complete game. That's when it matters, because there's been lesser teams that have made it, i.e. Tom Brady's Bucks.
Touche.
So fraudulent as we want to be,
Dolphins, bro.
We'll make it. And TD, I'll see you in Las Vegas. I got to go, guys.
All right, bro.
Peace out, Maker Waves. Appreciate you, man. Peace. And I have to say, man, knowing that Tua has a fear face makes me even more excited about Black Friday.
I think I know what he's saying because I studied Tua religiously. I think I know which face he's talking about.
Religiously.
It's the face that he used to make when his daddy got out that belt.
Oh Lord, here you go,
dude.
Google Tua. Yo, y'all think I'm playing like I'm trolling? Go Google Tua ass whoopings by his daddy. His daddy used every time you stole incompletion. His daddy used to bring out the belt and hit him. That's how he became left-handed. Because Tua used to when he was younger, he used to could throw for his right hand too. Yeah, but his dad whooped him so badly on his right arm, bro. He turned him left-handed.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not listen. Y'all think I'm lying? You can Google this. This is a fact. It actually comes up as the first Google thing. Google Tua's father and whoopings. How Tua used to tell him how his dad used to whoop him after he throws incompletion passes. I think I'm playing.
Crazy.
That's how he became left-handed. That's why TD ain't arguing, because he knows it's true.
I mean, I've heard things about him training him and being very, aggressive. But as far as like injuring his right, that's why he became left. I don't know about that.
Google it. That's why people in the chat knows it's true. Listen, if you just Google it, Tua has said this out of his own mouth.
I know about his dad. I've heard about it. I'm not confirming.
Tua used to be a dual. So he used to be like in baseball. What do they call it? A switch hitter. Yeah. Where he can bat with his right and bat with his left. Tua technically could throw with his right? But his dad beat him so bad on his right arm, he had to turn to a full-time left-handed quarterback.
And that's the part I don't know nothing about, him beating him so bad on the right, he had to turn left. I thought he taught him how to throw left.
Google it.
All right.
You learn something new every night. Josh Allen is the new Tannehill. Trash. Sorry, Dan. You're stuck with the Ryan Tannehill, I guess.
Hey, you look up, the Jets might end up getting him next year.
I'm unaffected.
Haha. I'm unaffected
too. A wide
too.
receiver or a cornerback. Davis has 6 good games a year. Challenge: beat Miami with no name receivers. Check. Got a Chiefs fan in here talking shit.
Oh my God.
TD.
That's the funniest super chat I think I've seen in a while.
Beat Miami with no name receivers. Check.
TD, you're supposed to say something.
I ain't got nothing to say. Move to the next one.
Just to keep from crying, I laugh wheezy. Go Tua.
Oh my gosh.
They're coming for
ladies
Tua,
and gentlemen.
Man. Well, this was a brutal show, man.
It was. I'm really hoping that Monday we have some energy, right? I think like Richie's gonna have a lot of energy, like beating the Raiders while he's in Vegas. Hopefully he comes back with some money. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of the AFC East Roundtable. We certainly love doing this. Smash that like button on your way out. And guys, right before we go out, what's going on your individual channels for the week? Starting off with you, TD. What you got?
Tomorrow, at some point, I'll get some film study in, Chua grades for the season, and just start the bye week conversations, man. And I'm gonna start doing a few more panels on the show like I used to, bringing people on. So stay tuned.
Can you bring me on, TD?
Sure, man. Come on through.
I'll watch film with you.
That's what's up. Yeah, you know what? That'll be a great idea, Richie. Unbiased opinion. You know, they think I'd be biased.
What about you, Richie? What you got?
Yeah, man. I'll be recording my pod tomorrow with Jack to give us our thoughts of the Jets-Raiders game coming up. If you guys want to check us out, that'll be premiering around 5 p.m. Eastern time. And then I'm flying out to Vegas early Friday morning, and I'll be making content. Follow me along on Twitter, on Instagram. Follow me on my personal if you want to check out what's going on over there. Yeah, I'll be trying to cover as much as I can over there, bringing all my equipment, going to be covering it. It's a business trip. It's not a leisure trip. So it's going to be a lot of fun going out there with the Pops and meeting up with a bunch of great Jets fans, meeting up with the great Jake Asman, who's hosting the great event. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. So stay tuned. And when next Monday, for the Monday show, I'm landing from Vegas like right before the show. So it might be a little late to the show. I'm not sure, but I'll keep you guys in the loop with that.
Hell yeah. What about you, Tyson? What you got going on, bro?
I want to appreciate everybody for subbing to my channel. 18,000 subscribers. I know I ain't uploaded a goddamn thing.
18K without
uploading.
King shit.
But I'm waiting for Belichick to get fired. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, bro. I don't got no desire to upload a fucking thing to my channel until he's gone, bro. When Belichick fired, that gonna be the biggest live stream on my channel in the history of my channel. So. And I finally found two as kryptonite, bro. Richie, Black Friday, you need to promote this. You need all the Jets fans in the stadium to bring a belt and just start smacking the belt to put the fear to put the fear into everybody. All the Jets fans need to bring a black karate belt or something. And just every time he gets on the field, you don't hear nothing but belt smacking.
Oh my gosh. That would be.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't think of this before. That's why we can't beat damn Tua. We needed Belichick on the sideline with a damn belt.
I can't deal with it.
That's all I got.
Just letting y'all know I sent that ticket over. Let me know, Jonathan. Man, we will take a look.
Jonathan, I'm looking for this ticket. I don't know where you sent it. Email it to us or add us on Twitter. I'm looking. I don't know where you sent it. So Jonathan, please.
What ticket did you talk about?
He sent us a sleeper ticket.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so we want him. We want to let him know about it.
This man said that's why we can't beat Tua.
Dude, it's freaking hilarious.
And so, all right, y'all. So right over on my channel, I literally do 2 streams and 1 pre-recorded video every single day. So in case you want to come on, ever hang out, I talk about the NFL and the Buffalo Bills. So for any of you guys that are football enthusiasts, definitely come on ahead and check it out. I'll probably be putting out my Bills and Broncos preview tomorrow. I might wait till Friday since it's Monday night, but there's plenty to talk about in the world of football, baby. Even if the AFC East has disappointed each and every single one of us. But I think we have one more super chat, and then let's go ahead and wrap this up, boys. And we'll
He said he sent it on X, but Jonathan, I don't see it. Did you add us? I'm sorry. I want to make sure. I'm on X. Did you add the AFC East Roundtable? Did you DM it to us? Because I don't see it. Dolphins fans are such interesting creatures. Is this Tyson sending this stuff? I mean, look.
That's not me,
burner.
bro.
That's his burner.
I'm literally on my phone. Like, I can't do all that on the phone, bro. I'm literally live streaming from the phone. That ain't me. Why would I send my own money to our damn show, bro? What the hell out
It's a terrible investment.
Explains a lot. McDermott always wears a belt.
I love it.
I'm telling you, bro. That's Achilles heel.
It's all right, y'all. Hey, thank you again for tuning in, guys. We will see you next week.
All right.
Peace. Josh Allen still trash.
Peace.